through the world of Whitefell. We left off our heroes in the desperate dungeon that they quite impressively cleaned out and took on with teamwork in mind. We find our heroes just at the entrance, wondering if they should quarterback and see if they left anything behind in the dungeon after just opening the chest and claiming their wondrous legendary loot, or continue down to the town and inform them that they just cleaned out the mine and they are victorious heroes. We join our adventurers now. Why doesn't everyone roll an initiative check to go ahead and see who gets to narrate first?
12.
Pseudo, your ears. Mic's off.
17.
There it is.
18.
Julius?
Oh, no, that's a 13.
I have 5.
13.
All right. It looks like Suto, you get to narrate first. And before you start, you missed out on a little bit of last session. So the two people who are closest to you is Kazumu and Hemlock. So could you inform him exactly what his character is doing at this moment in time?
Milling about.
All right.
He's been hanging out with the other Saiyans.
Which other Saiyans?
One,
Saffron
aren't
and
there
some
other Saiyans?
Yeah, there are, but I don't remember.
Thought there were multiples.
Correct. There's two other Saiyans with them, but do you remember their names or what they look like?
Saiyan number 1.
Oh, I wasn't
Saiyan
sure.
number 2.
Oh, I see.
One of them is the part of the team of 5.
I was too busy high at that moment to catch names. I don't know.
So,
All Saiyans look like Suto to me.
Oh, wow.
You have Sephora, which is the female Saiyan.
Jesus.
And then you have Nappa, which is a brand new Saiyan that just landed on the planet just not too long ago.
Nappa.
Of course, yes. He was with two other Saiyan pods that landed. One was with a baby, and the other one was an unconscious Saiyan inside. Undistinguishable because of the window was actually fogged from the inside. The third pod was open and there was tracks left over, and when approached by Aaron, which is joining us right now, Aaron can inform you a little bit of how he encountered Nappa and assisted him. Do you want to inform Suto what happened, Aaron?
Yes. So I was going about my day when these 3 pods crash landed in the middle of the forest, and I approached one and I looked inside 2 of them, and there was these monkey guys.
Hey.
Kind of asleep. Sorry, no offense. And one of them was open, and I went to that one and heard it rustling in the trees behind me. Went over and I saw Nappa, and he was bleeding out. And he shot me, but I showed him that I'm no threat and that I was only there to help him. And I helped him get back up on his feet, and he helped me find everyone here.
All right. Well, now I know what's going on. What happened to the baby Saiyan? Is it still alive or dead?
Did you leave it behind, Aaron?
That I do not know.
Whoa!
About a baby Saiyan. I don't know.
Okay. So
all right.
We're going to join off right here. I'm going to give you a little bit of information on your whereabouts. You're currently looking at the front entrance of the dungeon that everyone just climbed out of. There was a ladder here, and what was the remains of a rope that you guys used to bring up this incredibly heavy chest. And it took all 3 of you Saiyans pulling at the same time, and you dragged chest against the floor all the way over here. And then when you guys were just so exhausted from dragging it all the way from its original place. And this is where the party opened it. And everyone partaked from its innards. And at that moment in time, Aaron went over with a bag of holding and collected 1 ton of glass out of this box. And that's where you currently are.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to roll for at least to feel out the area, see if there's anything suspicious.
All right.
All right. I rolled a 14.
For investigation or perception?
Yeah, for investigation.
Okay. You notice that these guys have already done like a lot of work, but you have been noticing this strange vibration that's led to an earthquake. And it's starting to build up again. And in this very moment of your perception, you actually feel the ground beneath you start to vibrate for 1 whole minute and then stop.
All right. I turn to Sephora and Napa, and I ask them, "Hey, did you two sense that as well?"
They're like, "It's been going on the entire time we've been in here." And she says, "Yes, of course, but I think it's stronger the more we get to the back of the dungeon."
All right.
And Napa looks at you. He's like, "If we have to deal with that slime again, I don't know if I can handle getting almost liquefied for my friends."
All right. What we're going to do is I want those two to remain reserve. I want so where currently is Hemlock and
the entire party is right here in the front entrance with you. Everyone.
Oh, they're right here with me.
Everyone.
Right.
They just finished the dungeon. They had to come back because they acquired a key to unlock the chest that you were dragging. So the entire party came and unlocked the chest right here.
All right, before anything else happens, before I give the chest to Kazuma.
You should probably ask the rest of your group if they had anything for you out of that chest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. I want to ask them that. But I want to ask Napa something, because this is the same Napa we're talking about, right?
Same, yes.
All right. What happened to Paragus, my mentor?
So we came in from a distress signal sent out by him, saying that your entire team was crash landing on the planet, and we were actually getting a how can I say strange readings on your life force. And so we had several drop-offs where we had your whole team, including you, being deceased for over a 48-hour period. And then we landed on the planet. And as soon as we landed on the planet, we got rid of some of that interference. And we were able to establish communication with the rest of your team at the bottom of Obsidian Peak. But they informed me that you were nearby. So I escaped from my pod, and I immediately started to seek you out. I then realized that I had taken a severe injury from the crash landing, for my ejector parachutes did not release on time. Aaron was close nearby and was thankfully enough to be like a Saiyan and allow me to suffer, and eventually assisted to my aid. And now I am currently in great servitude for this gentleman right over here. And he points at Aaron.
All right. I ask him one more question. Who were the other Saiyans that came with me? What were their names?
He says, of course, I have our my general, Vegeta. And then the baby Saiyan that we brought with us is supposed to be a baby that was supposed to send off towards a new planet to conquer it individually. But our pods collided, and during the interference, all three of us crash landed onto the planet. I am unaware of their current situation, but if I know anything about Saiyan technology, the baby should just be fine.
Okay, so be it. Like, I'm just like, all right, the baby's out in the woods. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
You know, Saiyan babies, you know they land on planets and what they do. Yeah,
the baby will be fine. All right, I grab the chest. I point to Kazuma and say, I want to know what's in there for me. Here,
it's completely empty, and they all just stare at you.
Why are you staring at me?
Say? Yeah, what does everyone say to Pseudo?
There's a guy back there who enchants stuff.
I look at him and I say, hey, don't worry. There's still a little bit more we have to do. We have to take care of this rumbling. We have a ghost fire. We have some rooms we haven't explored. I'm sure there's something for you. And then I go, hold on. And I look at Sephora and I say, I promised you that I would give you the 2 power crystals that I had once we got all this stuff done. And that was a while ago. And so, sorry for the delay. Here they are. I hand over the 2 power crystals that I promised.
Okay. She takes one of them and she walks over to Hemlock and she's like, may I borrow your toolkit?
Sure. I hand her the toolkit and watch with interest.
She pulls up the toolkit and she walks over to Julius and she says, may I borrow your inkwell pen?
Is it going to break?
She says, no, it will not break.
It's a memento from my grandfather. And I recularly give it to her.
Okay, she takes that and she goes over to Aaron and she says, Aaron, could you do me a favor and pour me just about a cup of sacred water?
Ooh.
Banner water, right?
Oh, I watch very intently.
It's like
I
water,
get the
but
jug and I whisper fountain.
Okay. And it pours into her cup. And then she finally walks over to Kasumu and she says, this is why it's so important that every single one of you works as a team. And she runs over to Suto and she says, Suto, the last ingredient is you. Can you pull some of your hair off of your tail and put it in this sacred water?
All right, I do so. And I look at her suspiciously and I say, what are you up to?
So you put she says, just watch. And she puts the hair, and Nappa just stares in the background. She puts the hair into the cup of sacred water, and then she dips the inkwell pen into the cup, and she walks over to the floor, and she puts the single energy stone on the floor, and she walks back, and she uses the toolkit to open up her communicator, and she puts the crystal inside of the communicator and closes it, and then puts the communicator on the floor. She then walks over to the other power crystal that's on the floor by itself, and then she starts to paint out the shape of a Saiyan. And then she says, activate. And a projection shoots onto the floor, and a Saiyan appears from the sacred water ink on the floor that she drew, and he stands upright to speak to the entire party. And she speaks to him first. She says, where's it located? And he looks at her and he says, where the depths lie. And there's not enough power in the crystal, so the communication shuts out. And you see her that she was about to ask a second question, but it cuts out, and you see like a fizzle come from both the scouter and the crystal on the ground pops. And that's it. That's all you guys see.
Hold on.
And she gives Julius the pen back. She says, thank you so much. She gives the toolkit back to Hemlock, and she just says, thank you so much for you guys' help.
Okay.
All right. I very quickly
that?
look at her and I toss the other crystal. I said, I owed you 2. Just because you took 1 doesn't mean I only owe you 1.
Okay. I asked her, who was that Saiyan?
That Saiyan was the original Saiyan that was sent to this planet to destroy it. He died a long time ago fighting on the behalf of a white wizard. I needed information from him.
Where is what? What are we looking for?
It's her quest. She's on her own private quest. She says it's none of your business.
All right. On the other hand, too. All right. So before I end my turn, I do wish to speak to Nappa and Sephora alone. Does the rest of the team? They kind of know I became or had a dream of being a Super Saiyan, right?
No, you didn't inform anybody of that.
I didn't inform anyone else. Okay, great, because I want to inform the other two Saiyans about that. So I pull them aside and I say, I never knew that there was another Saiyan here, and I don't know how many of us are still around. Our people are basically wiped out.
Nappa reaffirms you. He's all like, you do realize what Frieza did just a few months ago.
I didn't know it at the time, but I had a vision. I had a
Of
vision.
what happened?
No. Of the Super Saiyan. The legend might be real.
Step back and he's all like, that's folklore, that's legend, that's not real.
At one point, I was near death's door. I nearly couldn't come back. Julius was there to witness it. But I believe the legend might be real.
How did you achieve this vision? Other than seeking death, which every Saiyan should, what caused you to fight for life?
The future.
Ooh.
My own 2 Saiyan children.
He steps back and he's all like, you plan to have children on this planet?
I don't know. But we must be ready for whatever happens.
Sephora giggles and she says, yeah, we're definitely getting prepared for whatever happens. That's for sure.
All right. So I want to end my turn. I don't think there's anything else I could really add unless I'm going to be in a fight. But I think I'm caught up now.
Okay. Who rolled second? Kazumo did, right?
No, Hemlock. I'm right after.
Okay. Hemlock?
Was it mic muted? No. It's on.
It might be connection. You want to go while the connection's reestablished?
Sure. Okay. I look at everyone and I say, friends, not Romans, but other people and countrymen, we have successfully cleared out most of this dungeon. There is still more that we must go. We must figure out the source of the rumbling. There are other rooms that we must plunder. We've already done so well before. However, I would ask that before we continue, that we go to the townsfolk outside and announce that we have completed expunging the zombies from this cavern, and we will be continuing to clear it out fully, but that
how do we know that we expunged? How do we know that we actually expunged all zombies?
That's what we're telling them.
Why would we tell them that? This could go back miles. We don't know that.
We are going to explore the rest of it, but the citizens are right now terrified that there are going to be zombies running after them.
How do Julius and Aaron feel about this decision?
You gotta tell them something, I think. I mean, otherwise they're just gonna think that we went into the cave and died. So we should probably come out and give a status report at least.
Sephora looks at Kazumu and she says, you don't need to go in person. You have the owl.
Yes, but I would like to see the townsfolk and reassure them that everything is okay, and then take my place.
How about you reassure them, and we follow Suto, as he is our general, to go clean out the rest of this cavern, and when we are victorious, then we shall tell everyone that we cleaned out this cavern. Hail Sayal! And she just looks at the rest of the teams to see if you guys are along with that idea.
I am very worried right now that the town is underdefended and they are disorganized and they do not know what's happening and they do not know if we are alive.
Julius does like a half. All right.
How does everybody else feel? Do they want to go with Kazumu? What's the diplomatic go?
I'll go with Kazumu.
I mean, we're right near the entrance.
The Saiyan's got it. What can I say?
It'll take us an hour and then we'll be right back in the cave.
She says, if it's only an hour, I guess we'll wait for you here.
Okay, I'll go run and take care of it, and I will be right back then.
Okay, so who's going to go with Kazumu and who's going to stay?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kazumu.
I'm going to stay here. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I think it's best if we do secure the cave area, unless Kazumu, do you have another plan?
No, I want to do that too. I just want to first let the
You want
villagers
to
know.
first establish communication with the city, which is only an hour time, and then he's going to come right back to the cave.
I do want to have
theoretically everyone can do something in that town while Kazumu is informing everyone.
That is true.
Yeah. You know
All right,
what?
hold on. I actually want to tell Nappa and Sephora to guard the area. I should go to the town. I do want to say hello to the doctor just before I leave again.
They say, Sephora looks at you and he's like, "You really care about that doctor, don't you?"
Yes, I do.
Nappa looks at you and says, "Is this another Saiyan?"
No.
What are you saying?
What type of filth did you?
I'm just saying.
Because Saiyan, he's original Saiyan, so he only feels like breeding with Saiyans makes sense. So he looks at you and just questioning why.
Because she taught me the value of protecting others, and it was her that actually that was in the vision for me to become a Super Saiyan.
Aw.
Interesting. If she can allow you to achieve this new form, I feel we must explore this further. We shall wait for you here.
Find your own doctor.
He steps back. He's all like, "I do plan on doing what I feel like," and he's just gonna he's gonna sit there, and Sephora's gonna chill back, and they're just gonna wait for you guys. You guys are gonna go to town. For that hour, what does everybody kind of want to do?
I am going to make some scrolls. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Aaron, what are you going to do?
I'm going to look for a technician.
Okay. And Hemlock?
I'm going to make some treacled hentai tincture.
Okay. And Suto, what are you going to do in town?
First, meet up with the doctor and heal up my energy and prep. Because, let's face it, Saiyan's got to eat food and be ready for the next fight.
Okay. And then Kazumu, what are you going to do?
I'm going to call my owl to get everyone in the town square so I can talk to them.
Okay. When you all arrive down into the city proper, you notice that everyone's gathering because this owl is telling everybody, and not only that, but Kazumu has like these natural born abilities just to make people interested to show up. So you see some rich, fancy people, some other individuals just show up, and the mayor of the town is a fat dragon, which is you could say rather wealthy. He has very wealthy clothes on. He's very well fed, so he's extremely girthy in the neck. He's got several jewels on him. It's kind of gloggery when he walks around, as he's got tiny little feet and tiny little wings, and his body is just so over cumbersome. He's got a fedora hat with a red feather coming off of the top of it, and he speaks to the town. The citizens of Darkfeather, tell us how glorious and how thankful you are to receive these heroes. And you see the crowd open up as Kazumu leads kind of this encore of like musicians and different types of like trapeze, like people doing like all different types of cartwheels and confetti and really enticing the crowd. And as they start to uproar and get even more excited than they already were, and they start yelling out, "Kazumu! Kazumu! Kazumu!" And about 15 feet after walking, there's an old hag that's standing right at the edge of the crowd line, and she's got a cane, and she's moving it back and forth. And she looks at you in your eyes, and she goes, "Boo! Boo! Down with the heroes! Down with the heroes!" And she spits on your shoe.
Not my Nikes. Got these.
I ignore the old lady and I walk over to the mayor and I speak to him in private. And I tell
you can't
him,
really be in private. I mean, you're in front of the whole crowd.
I speak to him in a way that he really only can hear me, but other people can see that.
Oh,
I'm
you mean
talking
like
to.
grab his hand to shake his hand and tilt him with that
Yeah.
shoulder?
Yeah,
I need to whisper into your ear real
yeah,
quick.
that's it. I say,
Okay.
look, man, we've saved the town. We have to keep working on it. We have great plans for it. I already have control of the guard here. I would like you to publicly right now hand over mayorship as I've already acquired, and I will make sure that you are still a well-respected elder within this town and what will be a city. But I'd like you to do that right now so I can start repairing the city's defenses.
He looks at you and he's all like, I have no need for this town anymore. I have higher expectations. I wish for a boat to leave this town. I want to set sail for the Swallowed Sun Isles.
I look at him and say, that shall be done.
Okay. He thinks about it and he says, there needs to be one more man that has to agree upon this transaction. If you give me 24 hours, I shall acquire this man, and we shall make it formally written, as it were. And he pulls out this scroll with a little pen, and he just like dangles it.
Who is the man that you need?
Oh, you may know him as Leroy Splatterbottom.
I know that name, and I would actually very much like to be working with Leroy as a person, and I would be very much would like his services and the services of his associates to help us with this town. We very much do need him.
Oh, yes, his associates are quite crafty, and
Yes.
they do get things done.
Yes, they do.
So it's an agreement then. 24 hours from this moment, and he pulls out his hand.
Reach out, say, that sounds good. Just get me Leroy on here. I want him in this city. We need his work.
He then looks at the crowd, and he's all like, the heroes have saved us all, and it seems like there's a new future on the horizon. Come back tomorrow at the same time for an even greater celebration. Go, enjoy the night. It's on me. And like you see like all of the taverns like owners and like bakery owners, all of the owners like open their eyes, are like, on that guy? And they're just like, everybody over to the bakery, everybody over to the tavern, it's on the mayor. And like the whole party, the whole city just starts to have like a Matrix moment where everyone's just partying all at the same time, enjoying. See lights, celebration. It's like Mardi Gras on the streets. People are taking out beach, flashing. It's great times. You know.
I look over at Aaron and I say, I bet these people would love some of your endless mana water to boost their spirits.
Yeah, so they could keep partying all night. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
They can party. We
love
will
that.
do the hard work of clearing the rest of that cave.
Oh man.
There is a well nearby. Did you want to fill that well?
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
man,
water?
that'd be
turn
amazing.
the whole city supply into mana water. I mean, with your permission, Kazuma. I mean,
I will name the well after you. The well of Aaron.
Oh,
nice.
That's
I'm
awesome.
honored.
Like a plaque in front. You are
walk over
drinking
to the
from
well.
Aaron.
Mana water supplied by the good friend of the city, Aaron. And of course, I'm not mayor yet, but once I am, it will already.
He
it'll
needs
be
a
done.
statue there, okay?
Yes,
Don't worry, I have a
statue
feeling
of
A very
the statue's
Well.
coming.
heroic pose. No, I mean like at the well.
At the
The
well?
statue of is just him with a boot pouring stuff in.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so Julius, you made your scrolls. Is there anything else you wanted to do in town? You have about like 12 minutes left in town. So is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, I think I'm pretty much prepared. I got
Okay.
I made a couple scrolls.
Suto, you met up with the doctor. She was super excited to see you. She just like jumps into your arms.
Like
And,
cliche anime style. Gotcha.
Yeah. She does mention to you that she's late.
Like,
What do you mean? You're right here on time, woman. Come on, get over yourself. What's wrong with
She
you?
looks at you and she laughs and she says, Suto, no, remember that one time in the broken tower?
Yes, I do.
She says, I'm late.
How can you be late if you're here on time? You humans make no sense to me sometimes.
And she like reaches for her stomach. She's like Suto, and she grabs your hand and she puts your hand on her stomach.
Yes, this is a very firm stomach. You're very strong.
But you are so funny. And she's all like, "You're gonna be a father, you dummy."
This is a happy moment for me. I'm very proud to be a father.
There's a guy nearby and he gets up and he's like, "You're gonna be a father? Get over here!" And like he runs over and he's got like a bunch of cigars and like some of them fall on the floor. You know? And he's got like one and like he's got two of them. One of them's broken and one of them's good. And he just like shoves the broken one in his mouth and he's like, "Here." And like he gives you the full one. And like he's like fumbles in his pockets for a lighter, and then like you just like reach out your hand and you do energy and like you just light both of the cigars at once.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, how does it feel, brother?"
It feels very good. Now I realize what this means. I turn to the doctor and I say, no matter what, you will be protected. I don't want to see anything happen to you. Don't put yourself in danger.
And she's just like, "We're protected here. We're safe. Kazuma has our best interest in mind."
Can I have
Not
Suto
necessarily.
roll a 4-sided dice to determine number of children?
Oh yeah.
You can upon birth, but that's not going to happen yet. You can right now.
Wait,
Sure. You want to roll that?
why
Sure.
upon
I'll
birth?
let
I
you
mean,
do it.
ovulation and actual reproduction happened that one time in the tower.
Well, actually, here's
It's
the
already
thing.
determined.
I did roll a 2. So
Oh, you got twins.
Ah!
Win.
For now, assuming that one doesn't
twins.
eat the other or whatever.
assuming.
Jesus.
They both destroyed the planet.
Wow.
Hey.
Super exciting. Super exciting.
Take baby
so-
and pod. I got baby and lady.
So this laser Kazuma, which are the other two surgeons that you have? The laser surgeon and a
No, they have.
biological engineer.
Those came in on events that haven't happened yet.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so in the background, you just see some other nurses and faculty are walking around, and they just kind of congratulate you, Suto, and they're just super excited that you became a father, and you see a like a book in front of you, and it's kind of worn. It's been used a lot, and it's a human baby names book.
For me, human baby names.
It's up to you. I mean, you're a Saiyan after all.
Just saying.
You also have
Just
a really
saying.
good friend named Julius.
Well,
Name him after him.
Julius Gray.
I asked
Julius
the
White.
doctor, what's her last name?
Huh?
I
You get
asked
to
the
make her
doctor-
last name. She doesn't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
You get to make it up.
Well, if I'm Suto, I figure Suto.
Like, you're not even married yet, so I guess you could
Yeah.
have a marriage.
Yeah, I guess we could. We'll worry
Yeah.
about that later. Saiyans don't worry too much about marriage.
Kazuma laughs. This guy, I saw that laugh. That's super funny.
No, Saiyans don't have to worry about marriage. What are you
Kazuma
talking
laughs at the situation to himself.
about? Well, if I'm gonna have a son and a daughter, I figure I would name the first one, if the daughter, Strawberry,
Okay.
Aw.
and
Nice.
and if I do have a boy who's a son, I want to name him in honor of my mentor, whom I do not know is still alive or whatever. He has his own adventure with his own son, Paragus, because Paragus was like my adopted father, my mentor, and everything else. But
Oh, yeah.
mind you, he was disappointed with me when King Vegeta was beating the crap out of me for my change of heart. So there we go. But Paragus.
So you're all set to go. Aaron, what did you want to do? You had about 10 minutes left in town.
Yes. Did I find a technician in this?
Yes, you
city?
did.
I did. Nice. I would like to introduce myself to him.
Okay. His name is Billy Bob Thornton. And Billy Bob is a kind of like roughneck Western boy, and he wears overalls, and he has like a piece of like wheat coming out of his mouth, and he's an expert technician. He's not a master. He's an expert technician.
Okay.
And he's currently playing a banjo on his front doorstep, reeking back and forth on his chair, and just kind of enjoying the morning.
Master technician. Okay. I walk up to him and I'm like, "Are you Billy Bob Thornton?"
He says, "I am Billy Bob. What can I do for you?"
I was wondering if I could use your expertise in the field of technology and the likes to do something to a weapon of mine.
That there weapon on your right there in your bag, right there,
Yes,
right
in
there.
a small little bag. Yes.
And what did you want to do with that there weapon?
I open up the bag more, reach in, and I take out a pile of glass, and I'm just like, I want to make vials out of all of this glass, and fill them up with mana water. And then there's going to be a compartment in the pommel that I'm thinking you put the mana water in.
All right. Now, from what it looks like here, I see all the components except one, and that's some blueprints. Do you have schematics of some kind, or someone who can write out schematics?
No, but I know a person who's really good at writing scrolls, and maybe they can write a blueprint.
Well, why don't you go ahead and bring him on over here, and we'll have a conversation. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Yes.
All right. And he goes up, he gets up out of his chair, and he puts the banjo down, and he walks inside of the house, and you see him kind of like start to fiddle with stuff. You want to go find Julius?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you, Julius?
I am sitting by the well that he's going to fill up.
Oh, all right.
So I walk over to the well, and as I'm filling it up, I'm over here talking with Julius, like, "Hey, I could use your help writing some blueprints. Do you know if you could write some blueprints out for me?"
I can certainly try. I got parchment and my grandfather's magical ink pen. Magical ? Ink pen.
Magical.
Let's hope that's that magical ink pen is good at writing some blueprints, whatever they may be.
Cool. What am I writing blueprints? What are we trying to make?
The inside of a handle.
The inside of a
2
handle.
foot long. Yes, 2 foot long handle.
Okay. All right. I think I can do that. Seems pretty simple.
Yes, and there's going to be a compartment inside of it to contain mana water and transfer it throughout the length of the blade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. And as this is going on, the well is slowly filling up with mana water.
Slowly
Like,
filling up. This is a
Let me
well.
just speed this up. And I just whisper to a geyser, and it's like just starts
so much
going
so
and
that he
going like
starts
a
like
waterfall.
lifting off of the ground and like he has to use his wings to like stabilize himself so that the water keeps going into the well hole.
I'm just like, come on, stay in there. And
Okay, the
after
well
some
fills
time-
up all the way to where you could literally just like reach down with your bare arm and touch the water. That's how full it is.
Nice. We got some mana water in the city now.
You
Oh,
see
Lord.
immediately the well is located in a desert portion of the town. You see immediately after filling it all the way up, grass and flowers start to bloom right at the base of the well, and it starts to expand outwards as life. You literally give life to the land beneath your feet.
Dope. What was once barren is now rich. That's cool.
Because it was like, yes, farmland.
We got
Banana
some farmers
food?
in here.
Yes. This
walk
corn
over.
was made with mana water, right? Okay.
I walk over to Hemlock and I go, better outcome than last time. This is exactly what you like. And if Aaron's done with his, I'd like to go to a merchant and sell some stuff.
Yeah. Well, as soon as Hemlock, as soon as Aaron and Julius end up back at the, he's got to finish up with that. So you guys arrive back at the technician, and you kind of see this guy in a overalls covered in dirt, really filthy, and he's kind of like gathering supplies. What do you say, Julius?
Say, hey, I'm going to make the hilt of a gun. I mean, of a sword, right? Like a kind of like a handle of a. Yes. That's what I'm making. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna write this blueprint out and give it to you so you can make it. And I'm going to use your little desk over here right now. So I walk over there and I take out my magical pen and I start to get to drawing.
Okay, he leans over his side and he's all like, there's a better parchment right up inside of that drawer right over there.
And I say, you got it, boss. And I walk all the way over there and grab the parchment and then start.
So you see it's dramatically a different color. It's like this ashy black color. And when you write on it, it turns lighter.
Oh, okay. Like charcoal paper.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was like, this will work out well. I don't even need any ink. So I start to get to drawing and I make it. Do I go into detail about what I'm making or?
The handle? Aaron, get into detail on how he's making it.
The handle is...
You're over his shoulder telling him how to draw it.
Yeah, it's about 2 feet long with blue wrappings on the outside in the form of diamonds, like a katana, a national katana. The pommel, the end of it is gold with a button on it. The guard is a gold ring with another gold ring inside of it and another one. So 3 gold rings into the center, and there's a bunch of ribbons flowing through those rings. But those ribbons are also the pommel. Like it's the design.
So, so after you guys are done, you walk up to Billy Bob and you present the Julius, can you roll a 1d20 on how well you do this?
Oh no.
Wait, before he rolls, I'm feeling lucky that he did a really good job. So could I pre-roll his roll?
No. He's got to do it on his own behalf.
Did any of my skills, did any of the skills add points to my roll?
No.
No? Okay, all right.
All right, if you don't get it right, I'll just rewind and see if you can try again.
All right, here we go. You got 7.
Okay, so you go up and it looks like a child drew it.
Oh my God.
But because it's made with magical ink, in his eyes, it's exactly what he needs to see. Yes. And Billy Bob replies, he's like, this is the most advanced schematics I have ever seen.
I just look over and I'm like,
you done good work for me. Can I hire you, boy? And I look over at you. And he's like, you gotta write my schematics for me. I'll gladly pay you 5 gold pieces a day.
Billy Bob's words like, I want you to write my schematics.
You want this to be your schematics? What is this?
I look over at Aaron and I'm like, it wasn't me, it was the pen, bro. But I whisper to him,
did all the work.
I tell the guy, I say, look, I currently have a job as an adventurer with my party, but if I ever decide to write some schematics, I'll send them your way.
He says, I'll do you one better. I need you so much. I'll give you a down payment of 100 gold pieces right now to write me 1 schematic a week.
Sure.
And when you come back from your adventures, how about say once a month, you drop me off those 4 schematics for 400 gold pieces.
Oh, that sounds great.
Would that be all right with you?
That sounds all right with me.
Something off the hook like this. This is unbelievable. This is out of pocket. All right. So I'm gonna need something exactly like this, but original, mind you, every time. I don't want them to be anything like the one before, and I don't want the month before that. It has to be unique every time. Do you understand?
Okay. If I can't make it, you don't have to pay me the 100 gold. Deal?
Understood.
All right. Shakes hands.
All right. There you go. And then Aaron, he goes to work on all of this stuff, right? Okay. While he's doing so, you see him stop, and he says, "Uh-oh, I'm gonna need one extra thing. Do you know anybody with a raw energy power source?"
I think I could work something out.
Well, I'm gonna need some raw energy.
Raw energy, huh? So like
raw
lightning?
No, more like some monks would call it chi or soul energy.
I could do something, but I don't know if you could probably contain it. You could probably. Let's give it a shot. There's only one way to find out. I mean,
yeah. So what happens?
I reach my hand up in the air, and I concentrate for up to 1 minute. Take a deep breath, and I feel all this divine magical energy come up from the ground into my feet, through my legs, up my torso, up my head, all the way through my forearm into the palm of my hand. And in the palm of my hand, this magical rainbow ball appears, and it changes color every second, and it's all sparkly. And I bring it down, and I'm just like, will this do?
He says, "This is the purest soul I have ever seen," and he like starts to cry a little. he pulls out the machine that he's working on, and he says, "Go ahead and insert it right there." And there's like a slot, there's like a socket for it to go into.
And I kind of crush the ball, and magical pocket sand sprinkles out, and it goes into that slot.
Okay. He then
I pick up some of that pocket sand for my pocket sand ability.
Oh, nice.
Put it in my pocket.
So he finishes crafting it, and he says, "Now you do realize this is only one part to your master plan, right?"
Yeah, I have the blade right here.
Okay. I can't attach this. You're gonna need to find a blacksmith to do that. I hope you know someone. And he hands it over to you. Both you and Julius both get 1,000 experience points for working together on that one.
Woo!
Because
magical
what do you want to
pocket
do?
sand.
What did you want to do? You were
sewing magical divine pocket sand. I'll tell you what it does when you're about to use it.
Cool.
I'm going to go to one of the merchants in the town to offload some of my wares.
Perfect.
And then also go to an armorer right after to buy a shield.
All right. Go ahead and you have the price tags on all of the stuff, or are you just going to
I know what everything's worth.
See what it is. Okay. So dump off your supplies, get paid for what it's worth, and then you're gonna go get a shield. Pick the shield you want, purchase it, increase your AC only when you're using the shield. Simply wearing it does not give you an AC bonus. You have to actively be blocking with the shield to gain the +2 AC.
And then
Hemlock, you're the last person. What are you doing inside of the city?
Oh, I've been making up some tincture.
Correct. Yes, but you still have time. So what did you
tincture.
want to do right before you left?
Oh, that was affixing some flint to my new gauntlets.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. And then once all of you guys are finished, you're all going to head back to the mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we'll start
off. One thing I do want to do just before I leave.
Oh, before you leave, what happened?
Yes, I just want to inform Kazumo of kind of what I saw and why this is important. Like, he doesn't know Pseudo has 2 children.
Okay.
Well, so I don't know. I guess we should talk.
What's going on, Kuto?
What I want is assurances that this city will be a place where my people can survive, so that the Saiyans will be alive, even though we have been driven almost to near extinction.
I think that's more than reasonable.
What else you should know is that when I was dying, I had a vision. I became a legendary Super Saiyan. I don't know what that means in the long run, but these two children being born will probably be greater than me. And I want to make sure that we're going to be protected here.
Okay.
But this will bring more attention to the city, though.
Yes, I'm planning, once the paperwork is in order, I'm planning to immediately start rebuilding the city so it is a safer place to be and live in.
So be it.
Okay.
So be it.
And then is everyone all finished? Is everyone ready to go to the cave?
I just have to do one more thing. I have to roll my world renowned for the day to try and get more people into the city by the time when we return.
Okay, so it's also 9 p.m. So if you guys want to get rest for the night before you go into the cave,
I thought it was 11 p.m. And
I
now
guess
we've done
hold
an
on.
hour.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's 11.
So if we just were in the town for an hour, it's now midnight.
Yep.
Can we take a nap?
New day. Woo.
Cool.
Let's sleep till 9.
Sleep till 9. Do it again.
Sounds good.
All
I
right.
send an owl to the two Saiyans in the cave, asking them to join us for us to sleep so we can go to the cave tomorrow, since it's more than an hour, which is what we told them.
It is snowing, and it is currently it's about 1.5 feet of snow has fallen since you guys are waking up at 9.
And I rolled a 80 for the world renowned.
Excellent. And since there's a celebration today, they'll be there at the celebration.
Okay, great. Oh, guys, we had a good sleep. It's good to not sleep in a cave again. You guys ready to clear that thing out?
Let's do it.
I
get it
backstroke through the snow.
Backstroke.
Yep.
I'm feeling lucky, and I try to copy Hemlock.
I make a snowball and throw it at Suda.
I
form a ball.
I think you have to roll
you guys wake up-
20.
When you guys wake up, you are all, of course, at the tavern because that's where your house is, your resting place is for all of you guys. You got bunks at the tavern. You walk down into the bottom of the tavern. There's quite a lot of people feasting and sharing drinks. And over at the bar table, you can see the bounty hunter is sitting there. He's drinking and having a conversation with his wife across the countertop.
Oh,
And
blue bounty hunter?
of course, yes.
Okay.
And so in the corner, in the northwest corner, there's a kind of a dragonborn individual. He's wearing a turquoise armor with a sigil on his shoulder of an eagle with 3 heads. And you can see that he's twirling a dagger into the top of the wood countertop, and it's boring a hole from him spinning it for a long period of time. When you guys walk down from the second floor to the first floor down the flight of stairs, you can see that he's trailing your entire group with his eyes. You guys kind of get down to the main proper area. There is a couple other individuals you're going to notice. In the right-hand corner, there's kind of like this casino-type slot machine that's really old, and what it uses is these metal balls shoot up and go through a clinking system, and when they go through a hole, it calculates a score that rolls back on these old paper tabs that flap up in the back. It's a really old-school slot machine, but it's nonetheless a casino-like object. And you can see this Medusa-like character with her hair is made out of snakes, really pulling at it. And you see her excited as she's making it. But as soon as she doesn't make a win, she gets real mad and she hisses and all of the snakes activate. And you see her try to use this flashing gaze like she's petrifying the machine, but the machine is unaffected by petrification. And she just continues to play the slot machine. Over near the bar, you can see the door open as a person enters, and his clothes aren't physically real. They're made out of like this manaphysical smoke, and it's enough to cover his body so that you don't see any of his genitalia or anything like that. But it's not physically real fabric. And you see him walk over to the southeastern wall and literally just walk through the wall itself. And you see kind of like a puff of smoke, and then that's kind of all you see. You also see a table with several gentlemen playing a poker-like game. And one of them in particular is an aquatic-like creature with two large breathing apparatuses around his neck filled with water. Another gentleman that's sitting across from him is a larger gentleman, and his entire lower jaw is replaced with this steel mandible, and it's kind of like a robotic apparatus. And they're staring at Aaron. And they're kind of playing poker for just a few moments, and they stand up, and especially the bigger gentleman stands up, and his hands are so large that it actually crushes the wood that makes the table. And in doing so, crushing the wood, he stands up, and the table kind of breaks slightly to the right, and his mandible lowers, and there's no voice that comes out. It's more like gurgling as like parts of oil spit out of his mouth onto the tabletop. The aquatic creature looks over, and he reaffirms that Aaron is the person that they're looking for. Julius, there is a female that is currently leaving the tavern at this moment in time, and she's wearing a very seductive, alluring armor set, clad in pink and pearl, and very, very attractive. Blonde hair, and she's got large titties, and not quite too much, but very decadent. And she looks at you with kind of like a condescending look, because she can see that you're looking at her, but she looks at you like you're not good enough.
It's like real life.
And she like cleans off her armor with this like rag, and she drops the rag on the floor, and she leaves the tavern. That's when all of you enter free mode.
Okay, I'm gonna go and walk over to the bounty hunter, talk to him.
Okay, what is everyone else going to do?
I'm gonna go pick up the rag.
Creature from the sea.
Okay,
I want to talk to the strongest one at the table.
all right, Aaron.
I'm just gonna stand there with my arms crossed and be like, "Yep, I'm me. You're looking for me. Yep."
Look
I'm
at
gonna
me.
Guy.
I'm gonna pick up the rag and yell at the
first,
lady.
Bounty hunter.
I'm
your
trying to be
conversation.
intimidating so they could leave us alone. No,
Roll an intimidation check.
I got you. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Super intimidation. 15 plus 4.
Okay, so 19. You intimidate them a little, but not in afraid, but to piss off. Like, who does this? You think you're tough? You think you're a big man? All right. And so, like, that's the type of intimidation you get. Kazumu, you're over by yourself talking to the bounty hunter. What's going on with your conversation?
And he's with his wife right now.
Oh yeah, he's sitting across from the countertop drinking. She's the bartender. She owns the inn.
Okay. I look at them and I sit down, talk to both of them, and I say, "Sir, do you remember who I am?"
He looks at you and he's all like, "Now you best be sure that I transcend time. So of course I know who you are, Kazumu. And I don't know how many times you're going to try to become the mayor of this town. Good luck to you."
Well, so far I have 100% success rate on that, and so thank you for that. I'm glad you remember everything. I would like to get us back in the agreement that we had made previously. I know you want to be the head of the Thieves Guild.
He like
I want
he grabs his
Leroy.
mug and he drinks from it real slowly. Continue having a conversation.
Yeah. I know that you want to replace Leroy. I want Leroy to be my architect for the city I'm constructing. I've just talked to the mayor last night. He wants very much the same thing. I would like to make sure that you are able to get everything that we talked about last time. And then I turned to his wife and I said, and I'd like to make sure that your business is as successful and powerful as possible. So what I would do is, once this arrangement is made, I will allow and I will let you have part ownership in every tavern in the city so that you can have control of the tavern system here and you can have control of the Thieves Guild as long as both of you agree to work in under and support myself and get Leroy in the right place that I need him to be in.
So you see the woman. She looks at the bounty hunter and they kind of just lock eyes for a few seconds, and they nod. And you kind of see the bounty hunter first. It reaches into his cloak and starts to grab for something, and the wife walks behind the bar to a door and goes behind where normally the supplies would be held. And she comes back and she has a paper with no pen or anything. She just puts it out and she looks over at her husband and she says, "Will this do?" And she's like, "Yeah, that'll be fine. Go ahead and just give me a second." And he pulls out his scroll, and his scroll is metaphysical as well. It's like a spiritual scroll. He puts them side by side, and he points out his index finger, and he breaks it off, and he uses it as a pen, and he writes out on the physical paper, and as he writes it out, it copies onto the metaphysical paper at the same time. And he writes out the contract that you just said. And then once it's all signed and done, there's 2 lines at the bottom for your signature and then their signature. And he just looks at you and he says, "Here you go." And he hands you his finger.
I look at him and say, I look forward to this. We are going to build a great city together, and the work that each of you are going to do, you're going to, I look at the wife, you're going to help keep the people of this town happy and content with wonderful drinks. Look at the other men. You're going to be able to help me enforce the undercity of this city and keep everyone in line and keep us apprised of threats that come to this town before they get here. And we will do very well together. And I go ahead and sign.
Okay. And so when you sign it, you see a copy off to the other side. And they both hand out their hands and they say, "It's been a pleasure." And especially the bounty hunter is like, "I've already seen what you can do. And I have high hopes. Just don't let us down." And that's it. And he puts his finger back on and he continues to drink his drink. Now we're going to move across the camera here to the table that's almost 10 feet behind Kazumu, where Aaron is very sturdily intimidating these 2 gentlemen that seem very intent on fucking him up. and as Suto stands up to the bigger gentleman and he's all like, "Who do you think you are, tough guy?" And Julius, you're off to the corner. You're picking up this handkerchief. It's made out of lace. First off, it's got some doves. Very light pink, not quite too pink, but it's light pink. Very, very,
Pink, but not
very
too
expensive. Very expensive.
It's
And it
expensive.
smells of a very unique perfume. You, after this point in time, will be able to track this perfume scent
Without the handkerchief?
without the handkerchief.
So I can sell it because it's very expensive.
Yeah, you basically sniff it, and like a dog, you can
I know some-
automatically
I know
know
some-
where she is.
That's some perverts that can.
That is super pervert, but that's who you are. Good luck.
I know some vending machines that would happily take this.
back by my school. Anyway, okay, cool. So I go off and try and search for this lady who condescendingly threw this at me.
Okay, so when you exit the tavern, you walk outside, and you can see her boarding a carriage. and kind of encrusted in gold. It's got red wood. It's kind of opaque in green. It's not quite green. You can also see that the wood slatting and the design is very unfamiliar. The way it was built seems to be from like a different land, somewhere completely different. Even the horses that pull the carriage seem to be from a different place.
Ooh. I walk over to the carriage and I knock on the door to get the woman's attention. And I hand her the handkerchief and I say, "Littering is bad."
That's not how you dropped it, you jackass.
There's like a window with this like little curtain, and it opens up, and it's a man you see, and he picks up the handkerchief, and he's like, "What are you doing with this?"
It's like, why? I say, why? You didn't look like this a couple seconds ago.
He like punches you in the eye. You see this huge arm come out of the wagon as he punches you in the eye, and you fall to the ground. You take 1d4 damage.
Oh no, not 1d4 damage.
The carriage door opens, and this big burly orc starts to walk out of the carriage, and he's wearing chains that are made out of turquoise. And he's got like this like cheek earring like this, and on the earring is a eagle with 3 heads.
Oh, okay. I am going to take out my patch coat, and I am going to make a a giant number 12. I'm going to make a giant sticky surface and throw it underneath his feet. That he can't
like a
move.
giant rat trap,
like one of those like sticky pads that like hold flies.
Yeah, like a rat trap.
Yeah.
Super.
I've never seen a rat trap. Yeah, super. Yeah, throw that down there so you can't get any closer.
Okay, so he's gonna be immovable. So he just at first he steps on it with his feet, and he can't get traction, and his weight overcomes, and he lands on his knees, and his hands fall into the goo, and then you see him try to pull it as like his body gets sucked into it, and at one point in time only like a part of his nostril and a part of his mouth is outside of the glue, and he's just breathing with like anger as he can't move because of the glue. And the woman peers out from the corner of the wagon, and she looks at you and she says, "Maybe you are worthy enough."
I say, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have a black eye now, and I don't approve of littering. So you can have this handkerchief back. Maybe in the time that it takes you to help your friend, you can explain to me what you're talking about.
She's like, "Screw him. Come in the wagon. Come for a ride."
Well, I'm actually about to go help this and do some stuff in this cave, but
screw the cave. Come with me.
Really gonna ditch the boys.
Ice Queen.
I'm not really attracted to blondes. So how about we take a range back?
So shallow.
She asks you what you were attracted to.
Women who are not as mean as you are.
That's not even a compliment.
It's
just like a personality.
Just straight up subtly call it you're a bitch. I don't like bitches.
Julius is a high school student, so he has like no like savvy with women.
She's not like, "All right, be like the others," and she closes the wagon, and you just see the wagon peel away, and they just leave the dude behind, and you just have this handkerchief in your hand.
I drop the handkerchief on the orc, and I say, "That's for the black guy," and I walk back to the back to
so you're at the table, everyone, and the door opens in just a few moments. We're still in the conversation. So Hemlock, you're gonna have a conversation with the aquatic creature. What's your first couple words?
In primordial, greetings.
We're only here for Aaron.
What for?
You see like bubbles erupt from his his oxygen tanks.
What for?
And the bigger dude with his jaw starts to lower as all of this oil starts to fall out as you start to hear a intercom box like really funny sounding like an intercom box, and it says, "This fucking guy killed me," and he points over at Aaron.
Oh, can I join the conversation?
Oh yeah, Pseudo, you're standing right there, dude.
All right, I first look at the guy with the metal jaw, and I say to him, first, you're not touching any person in this tavern, and you have the audacity to try to come in to this town and try and push people around. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Suto of the Saiyan people. And as far as I'm concerned...
up and he's really big, and he's getting ready for you to get a confrontation as you're like, I'm Suto, and he just gets bigger.
All right, and I'm just saying, hey, I want to roll intimidation.
Go for it.
You guys.
As this is happening, I kind of I'm wondering, fish
17.
guy, big dude, scrawny crackhead. I'm kind of getting flashbacks from when I was in this town and had this bar fight that spiraled out of control and the whole bar exploded.
As this is happening, Kazumu is sort of have stood up from the table. I'm sort of listening. I'm keyed in, but I'm not acting.
But I did roll a 17. I did roll a 17.
So you also just make him more enraged. He's here for something, and he won't take any shit from anybody. He'll take all of you on if he has to.
Man, last time I fucked him up, it
Can
was
we
just
just
me.
not have a fight right now, guys? What does this dude want anyway?
While you guys are doing this, you see in the moment Aaron kick the table, and the wood slat breaks loose from one side, and the slat flies up and smacks him in the jaw, and it shoves the piece of metal into his face, and he rushes forward, and you see him say, "Well, this time, not again." And he pulls out his mace, and Aaron, you're up. What's going on with you? Your move.
All right. Well, first, I'm gonna do Misty Step behind the aquatic creature, and I'm gonna grab the mace from him and smack him right on his neck.
Water
Right where it
starts
hurts.
pouring out across the table as he starts to gasp for air.
And in that same motion, I'm gonna throw the mace at the big guy's jaw, pushing the metal even more
And
into his
clearing
face.
off his head all completely onto the ceiling.
Just boom, uppercutted. Now I'm just well, that was a bit anticlimactic. What happened, you guys? You guys were stronger last time.
I excuse myself from this entire situation.
Aaron, Hemlock, and Suto all take 4 daggers to the chest from the gentleman in the corner.
Whoa.
Each dagger
I
does
didn't do
1d8
anything.
damage.
This happened last time.
Y'all fucking suck. You stop picking bar fights.
Ooh,
and
one.
bullshit.
The doors open as Julius walks in, and Julius, you take an arrow to the shoulder.
Oh my god, no. Why me?
Kazumu, you stand up as the bounty hunter stands up next to you, and you feel that your feet have rope on them, and it drags you beneath the floor into the basement.
I very quickly, as that is happening, before I'm fully under, put on my cloak. Drop all the other stuff I have. I put on my cloak so I can phase through, and I phase myself back into the room.
You'd have to do a reaction check on that. So
Okay,
you
so
have to make a
reaction.
reaction check against me.
Okay. Is that a proficiency of any kind that I get?
No, it's just a random
Nah.
d20. I got 17.
14.
Okay, so yeah, you were unsuccessful in doing so.
Okay, so I'm just in the basement.
You're just pulled into the basement.
Okay.
That's it.
As I'm pulling out these daggers, I look over to Hemlock, Pseudo, and Julius, and I'm just like,
The
Pseudo?
daggers are
Julius?
encrusted in turquoise, and the humbles of the daggers have a eagle with 3 heads on them.
Yeah, I'm just like, Suto, Julius, Hemlock, meet the freaking Thieves Guild. And I pull out all the daggers.
I'd like to summon an owl real quick and send it back upstairs and say, guys, I just made a deal with the tavern owner. Keep collateral damage to an absolute minimum and regular damage to an absolute minimum. Thank you. I'm going to deal with this guy in the basement.
Julius, you notice that the arrow has started to take effect. All the metal on your body weighs 4 times as much now.
All right. So I'm just gonna lay on the ground
Can I
here.
see who the daggers came from?
The dude in the corner. He stood up and he threw them out like this with his arms.
Oh, okay. All right. 9 daggers flew out, and he took out an arrow and he shot an arrow into Julius as you see Kazumu and the bounty hunter get pulled into the floor.
Sounds like a cow.
I want to start getting some revenge. I'm looking at that big guy, and I want
dead, no head.
He's dead, no head.
Aaron cleaned his head off with the very mace that he pulled out.
All right,
same death as that happened last time. He killed him the exact same way.
Who's the nearest opponent near me?
Oh, Aaron, you get 50 experience points for killing the 2 gentlemen at the table.
Nice.
The nearest guy that's attacking you, Suto, is the guy in the corner who just threw 3 daggers into your chest.
I want to do an Azaru blast right towards his ass.
Okay. It's going to be hard to breathe because you have
Thanks
3
for
daggers
keeping
in your
collateral
chest.
damage to an absolute minimum.
2d10.
You have 3 daggers in your chest, so it's going to be hard to breathe that Azaru blast. Okay? So it's going to be half damage.
All right. 2d10. So rolling it.
Okay.
7 and 9.
Wait, is it 2d10 or level d10?
Should be level D10.
Right.
What level are you?
Well, my level right now is level 4.
Then it's
You roll
4
it
D10.
4
Oh,
D10.
4d10. Okay, hang on. So 7, 9,
Good catch.
4, and 6.
Okay. So you blast him into the wall, but you notice that the energy isn't enough to actually push him through the wall, and you lose energy and you lose energy and you lose energy as you start to bleed out of your wounds from the daggers. And he's singed, but he's dragonborn, so his immunity is fire and electricity. So you see him just literally have no damage at all. His armor's a tad bit warm and red from the energy heat, but other than that, he's pretty okay. Hemlock, your turn.
I give him the finger. I give him the finger too.
There you go. Hemlock,
I walk very purposely to the Dragonborn.
you have
and
3
punch-
daggers in your chest.
Yeah,
So you're going to move half speed.
I don't have to move that fast to get over to him.
Okay.
All right, so I'm walking over to the Dragonborn and punch him in the face. I didn't do anything.
Okay. So you're weakened because of the 3 daggers. So he just catches your fist. And he's just going to catch your fist. Julius, what are you doing with your
trying to hit him with the other fist. I got 2.
Go for it. You can still do that. You want your player level D4 for physical damage.
Cool.
Oh, and by the way, Suto, thanks even though you didn't intend to for keeping collateral damage to a minimum.
Well, hey, that guy started it, and I'm making a promise. I'm ripping off his head and throwing it all around.
22.
Football.
Okay, so you're going to punch him in the jaw, and he's going to spit out a tooth in your face.
Woo!
cool,
I get the Dragonborn.
Cruise Road, duh.
Does this count as collecting spell components? So Julius, you have an arrow in your shoulder, and your armor's 4 times as much, or metal. Any metal you're carrying is 4 times as much weight.
So that was my physical.
Awesome.
I'm
Oh.
gonna do a survival of the fittest
Okay.
also on myself.
All right.
I have 2 temporary HP for 24 hours. Nope. Hold on. What's this one?
Is your show stop, buddy? Give me a second. I'll fix it.
Yeah, I'd remove 1 level of exhaustion. So if I was gonna be exhausted, then
Okay. And then Julius.
I also scream out that I didn't do anything. And I take my rifle. I take my rifle, which I completely forgot about through like this whole game. And
I've been wondering that.
I completely forgot about it.
You just carry just a high score just a rifle.
all the time.
I've just been carrying it.
Look, it's like you're in an anime, all right?
so
Carrying
funny.
a weapon that you never use is
Yeah, all the time. He just
totally
carries
okay. It's just there for effect.
That's so funny, dude.
It should be like a +1 intimidation.
So your gun. How much does your gun weigh?
It weighs 10. How much does a
Wait, is it
rifle
AR
normally
Is
weigh?
it
I don't.
AR-15 you have?
No, it's like a maybe like a very intricately designed World War II kind of like rifle, like musket kind of thing.
Yeah, musket.
Yeah.
Wait, World
Yeah.
War II and musket don't go together.
Oh,
Which
well,
one is it?
I don't know. It's something. I don't know. It's like a
War
my grandfather.
It's
it's my-
like a M1 Garand, like a Garand, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah,
an
sure.
M16.
Sure, yeah. I just
Oh,
my grandpa. It was my
Definitely not
grandpa.
fully automatic. You
It's not.
have to load 1 bullet at a time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out how much metal that thing has. It's mostly wood. It's a Garand,
Okay.
That's very true. I'm thinking
Yeah,
that the barrel, though. The barrel is made out of wood. Or, I
but
mean,
very,
out of metal.
very little. That's like maybe in wood is probably like a pound of metal, and so 4 pounds.
Okay. So I'm
Do you
still a
think
high school
muskets
student.
weighed 4 pounds? I think muskets
A
weighed like
musket? No,
15
that's not a
pounds.
musket. If he's talking about a Garand, the Garand is 80% wood, and then the loading mechanism's metal, and then the barrel.
No, I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in all actuality, it'd be like 5
10
pounds. in
pounds. Make it
metal.
weigh 10 pounds. That'll
Yeah,
work.
that's fine.
with
Oh
both.
So,
yeah.
4 times as
Perfect.
much.
Like this. This is exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, except like
All wood.
intricately and designed and stuff because it was my grandfather's keepsake. So I'm still weak, like high school student though. So I raise it up and like kind of like prop it on like my leg
Uh-huh.
there to aim at the guy and then I
Right.
shoot.
Go on. Go on.
But I just like prop it like on my leg so that I can aim up at the guy and then I pull the trigger and shoot.
Ping, 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 ding.
Pink, pink. And then I put my head back down because my helmet is heavy.
Wait, you're wearing a helmet?
I got that Turden armor set from when we were in the
right.
cave.
Yes.
So I'm just covered in armor and just laying on the ground. At first it was just my boots, but now I got like a whole armor set on. So I'm just gonna lay here and take a nap while you guys handle it.
I'm a tank.
All right.
I am-
So you pull the trigger. How much damage did you do?
So the rifle does 4d6 plus 3. It's not on level. That's just how the weapon is. Plus 3
Okay.
piercing. So I do 11 damage because I rolled a 1, 3, 2, 2, and then a plus 3. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Wow, those bullets really just ding, ding, ding.
This is terrible. Oh my god.
All right.
So they're gonna ricochet around the room. One's gonna break a mug. One's gonna shatter a window. One's gonna hit Aaron in the leg. One's going to
no damage.
ricochet. Yeah, because it's already lost so much momentum. And then one embeds into the wooden wall next to you.
I scream out, sorry, Kazuma. And I lay back down.
Kazumu senses that people are trying but not fully succeeding at the request that he has made.
So Kazumu, you're down in the basement with the bounty hunter, and when you hit the ground, You're going to see a total of 10. I know. Oh, again with the time limit today. 1 hour.
This was not in a plan.
So we're doing it at 1 o'clock. Okay. So we're gonna have to cut it short a little bit early today because we're going out to a baby shower. So we're only gonna have about maybe around like 64 minutes left.
Okay.
So
Makes sense. I want
what
revenge.
is it called?
So I just saw 10 100-pound bricks of platinum. That's right. Did I
No,
get that right?
10 torches light. As you see a group of soldiers, they're turtles. They kind of all are wearing armor, but the armor is over their shells, and they're made out of also turquoise. And you can see that they also have encrusted eagles with 3 heads on them. And you're going to see at first that they're more worried about the bounty hunter than they are about you.
I look at the bounty hunter. I can sense this, and I look at the bounty hunter and I say, "What are these guys? First of all, I look at the guys. Are they wearing metal? Are they wearing conductive metal?
They're all wearing turquoise armor.
Is that I don't? It's a color to me.
You've never, then you don't know.
Okay. I turn to the bounty hunter and I say, "Are these guys wearing conductive metal? Who are these guys?" It's right before we start. We have a second. What's going on? What are they weak against?
He says, "I've never seen these boys before, but they're in for a whooping."
I agree, and I look at him and I say, "Let's save your wife's tavern. I'm going to try my best to get this fixed as soon as possible, and I'd like to do an investigation to see if they're wearing conductive metal. If I can just look and see if that's."
When you're doing your investigation, you're going to see him evaporate into blue smoke that the 10 individuals inhale. You then realize from your investigation check that the metal is non-conductive.
Okay. I look and I see that he's been inhaled, and I go, "Do you have this?"
Their eyes glaze over, and every single one of them speak at once. "I think I do." And
man.
they pull these ropes out from their waists, and they throw them through the roof, which is these guys' floor.
Mhm.
And Aaron, you see a rope near you. Hemlock, you see a rope near you. Julius, you see a rope near you. And Pseudo, you see a rope near you. Come out of the floor.
I yell up, "Pull."
Grab and pull.
All right, I'm doing a strength check for me because I got freaking daggers in my chest. I rolled a 16.
Okay, so they pull all of you guys down into the basement. And in doing so, the integral structure of the basement, the floor of your ceiling, which is their floor, loses weight, and it starts to crumble under the heaviness of the beams, but does not give way. It just starts to crack and crumble. You're going to see that the Dragonborn steps over to one of the open holes that's created from hemlock that was just pulled through the floor. And he's going to use fire breath into the hole down onto you guys.
Oh, okay.
Right.
When he does, you're going to see that the 10 turtles jump into the air and create like a turtle shield above you guys, taking all of the damage. And while you guys are inside of this dome of turtles, you're going to see that the smoke leaves their bodies and manifests back into the bounty hunter. And he's carrying like this jar, and now it's filled with like souls like floating in it. And there's 10 of them total. And he's like, "That's all well and taken care of." He like puts it in his pocket. And you just see them like become pale, like just gray. Their flesh becomes gray as they just take all of the heat. 3 minutes pass, and he's still continuously breathing the fire breath on top of the turtles. It's starting to get, you're starting to get very pungent inside.
I cast friendly fire.
Okay. You can. It's going to be ineffective because he's not friendly and he's an enemy doing magical fire. So
Oh,
you
it's
won't be able to
magical fire.
manipulate. You won't be able to manipulate his fire.
Fine.
As the dome is above us and these lifeless turtles are above us, I'm like, well, you guys aren't going to be needing this anymore. And I take a piece of the turquoise armor and I put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I see the 4 most damaged.
You don't run.
Tur-
All you guys are inside of this
Yeah.
dome
I
of
see-
turtles.
I see 4 turtles of these turtle people, whatever, turtle armor,
10
turquoise
total.
armor. Yeah, I see 4 of them that are the most damaged by the fire that they are being used to put out, and I see they're going to die very, very soon. So
They're already dead.
Oh, they're not full. They're not alive at this point.
No, he's
Oh, no,
sold.
they,
their
they,
soul.
they died
Soul.
very
Oh.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then,
So
never
I
mind.
give everybody a mug of previously prepared trickled hentai tincture.
What does that? What does that do? What is
Well, it's a
Bottoms up.
frothy foaming mug of with tentacles coming out of
Okay.
it,
Tentacles.
and I assure you that it tastes great.
I look
Bottoms
at
up.
Aaron and I say, "You better remember this one, buddy." And then I
Yeah, I look at the liquid, my mug swirls, and I just chug.
The bounty hunter looks over at Hemlock and he's like, "Where did you get that recipe from?"
Doesn't the bounty hunter
In a different timeline.
remember the previous timeline?
Yeah, but come on now.
All right.
What does this
I
hentai
say,
want to
I
do?
say,
What is-
notice me.
Well, you
senpai,
see,
and I take a sip.
you gave it to me in a different timeline. I take out the scroll that is magically bound to my person.
And he looks at you
This
and he's like, "Let me see that." And he
Yeah,
looks at the ingredients and he starts to chuckle and he's like, you made the wrong potion, right?"
Uh-oh.
what do you mean I made the wrong potion?
This is a youth potion. This rolls back how old you are by 10 years for every gulp.
Good thing I took a sip.
Good thing I took a sip as well.
Damn, bottoms up, huh?
I yell,
Luckily-
"Hemlock."
I made the potion right. You gave this to me.
Luckily,
He laughs and he's like, no, right here, look. And like, he wipes it off and like it's like ink that's smudged. He's like, "See, that's the ingredient right there."
I want to take a piece of that turquoise armor as well. just to
Okay.
say-
Wait. First, everyone revert age. So whatever age you are,
didn't
Kazumu, you
drink
did a
any,
sip,
so-
so that's like 10 years.
Yeah.
Julius,
That's
10 years.
1 year. Sip is 1 year.
No. We're doing it by 10 years, big guy.
Fine.
also, no,
I'm 7.
no one's reverting nothing.
I'm,
So I'm
My
20.
stand comes out and rewinds the time before we took a sip out of these mugs.
Oh, thank
And I
you.
throw it on the floor, and I'm just like, "You idiot! This ain't the
You
right
idiot.
damn thing. You almost freaking."
Give me a dirty
Put it
damn
back.
scroll.
I go
What
to
is
Aaron
wrong
and I
with
go,
you?
"What happened? What was that? What was that? What was that?
None of it was garbage.
Was it garbage? What's it do?
Bad.
What's
Bad.
bad? Tell me. I
It
need
took
to know.
back
I'm very
10
curious.
years.
My money senses are tingling.
My money is tingling.
The bounty hunter just starts chuckling as you guys like all start to throw the drinks onto the floor.
I would like to summon I'd like to summon my Frostal so they can run up the stairs and bite this guy in the ass as he keeps throwing fire at us.
Okay.
Okay, so let me roll for that. That is 1 to 4 roll to number how many are summoned. I summon 2. They have 100 HP, so then I tell him to run up there and bite him so he falls into the hole with us. And that's a D6 for each of them.
You're going to need
It's
to
the
make an
number.
AC first.
If they're just doing melee?
Yes. Because they're a summoned creature. That means magical based first.
Oh, okay. And that's just a D20 for each of them, right? For their
Correct.
health. Oh, and technically, right before I do that, I'd like to Wait, I have a question. I didn't get to know this from last time. Is the boon inspirational leader, is that just passive to everything around me? Do I have to activate it every time I want to use it?
The feat is
The
passive.
feat. The feat's passive. Okay. Cool. So then they have, so you said roll 20. Okay. 20,
Also, how
a 16.
Okay. And your AC for those?
Wait, what did I just roll? If not AC.
I don't know. What did you roll for right now?
Oh,
You
I
have
just
three-
rolled. I just rolled 2 of them summoned, a 20 and a
Okay.
16.
Okay, so you have a hit with one and a miss with the other. So the hit with one, how much damage are you going to deal?
It is my level D6, and let's see, my level is 7. So 7 reroll. 7 D6 is 20, and they each have
Well, you only have one that can attack.
but they each have 126 health because of my
That's fine.
feat.
It doesn't matter how much health
Okay.
they have right now.
Okay.
The point is that so he takes, because he has dragon hide, he takes half melee damage. So the melee damage you just dealt is half damage for him. So
if
your
it's
wolf,
magical, is
your
it still?
yeah, it's
Okay.
because you're magically formed, but you're doing physical damage. You understand?
Okay. Got you.
So when you attack with the wolf, it's just going to bite his leg and it's just going to like grab on, trying to drag him into the hole, but it's not really going to budge him a lot because of his weight. Dragonborns are incredibly heavy. Usually they weigh like 500 pounds when they're 18. So they weigh a tremendous amount of weight.
Guys, don't kill this guy. I need him to become platinum.
So inside of the dome, Suto, you're going to notice that the turtles are now baking. They've just been under so much heat that they are now fully cooked, and their meat starts to pop onto you. And in your disgust and just in all of this nastiness all over you, how do you react?
Well, I want to remind everyone that I'm at level 4, and that when I last played, I, instead of learning the Kamehameha Blast, I learned the Gallic Gun instead, because we did a whole wibbly wobbly time travel thing, right?
Timey-wimey.
Well, you don't know that, Kit. Suto doesn't know that.
Yeah, well, Sudo doesn't know it, but instead of learning Kamehameha, I learned Gallic Gun. So I'm figuring doing a big blast energy towards this dude with the Gallic Gun. I know I got 3 daggers in me. How can I pull them out?
I believe Hemlock used the healing ability, didn't you?
Actually, I'd like to use my troll regeneration right now before I even finish my turn to get everyone health back.
Everybody
Okay,
needs to pull
so-
out the daggers that's in them.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to regenerate around the
Well, I mean,
dagger.
I pulled out
I'm
the
pulling
daggers
them out.
while we were having a 3-minute cook-off. Or
I was the
whatever.
first one to pull them
Now
out.
that I see everyone has pulled off their daggers, I use troll regeneration within range of everyone.
And everyone, you see their wounds start to heal. Suto, are you gaining enough health points to get to full health?
Basically, now hold on. I got to roll 1d6.
It's
'cause my-
no, for healing with it's your level D6 for healing with troll generation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Level d6. Hold on. So that is not that guy.
That's cool. I'm
Oh, and-
fine.
And by the way, everyone, because of my passive feat, everyone has an extra 26 health when you're with me.
Hey,
That's temporary.
Temporary? Okay.
Temporary health.
That's it.
All right. So a d6. Oh, wait, no. Wait. This is a d6, right?
Yes, it's like a Monopoly die.
Okay. So d6. My health is normal now. Fully regenerated. It's 39, but I did take damage. So permanent rise. I got to roll 1d6, 2d6 actually. 4 and 5. So it's 9. 39 plus 9. That's 48.
Okay.
All
And
right,
then you're
so-
going to use your Gallic gun at full power?
I ask everyone, is it all right that I use my Gallic gun to end this guy?
Don't end him. I need him to almost die so I can turn him into platinum. It's very
All right,
important to my character.
That's
It's
3
very important to my
3d8 for Gallic gun.
Should be player level D8.
Oh, is this it?
Mhm.
Or is this one?
Your player level. So what level are you?
What level? 4.
Uh,
You said he's
4.
level 4.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
4 D8s.
Oh, so it's 4 these guys, right?
I'm feeling lucky
Eight-
that he's not going to
8-sided
cause. I'm feeling lucky that this is not going to cause excessive collateral damage.
Gallic gun,
Can I
you
roll
don't
for
know.
that?
You don't know with this Gallic gun.
All right.
We're gonna see right
Depends on the damage, but 2 5s, a 6, and a 3.
Okay. So you're going to Gallic gun out of the turtle shell, and you're going to see, like, from a third person view, you see the shells being bombarded by fire. And you see this purple glow start to bulge from one side of the shell and blast through as it starts to fight against the fire breath. As it fights back and forth, and you see the Gallic gun start to weaken and fire breath start to weaken as it fights back and forth. I'm going to have a struggling battle between two beams. It's a regular D20, and you're going to verse me, and we're going to see whose beam wins.
All right, lovely.
Who
Make
has
it
the
happen.
biggest, longest beam?
As they're beam struggling, I'm like,
One.
Pseudo, if you fail this, I got your back, man.
I rolled a
I
1.
rolled a
Oh
50.
no!
16. So I rolled a nat 1. So you're gonna narrate what happens. You're not gonna
Oh,
kill
no.
him, but narrate what happens. You're definitely gonna destroy quite a bit of stuff.
All right, hold on. Let me narrate this. I'm just saying, you came in here, starting this fight, mocking down at a Saiyan warrior. Feel the wrath of the Saiyan people. Get gun!
And so you blast through his fire breath, and like it goes up, and like it's bigger than his fire breath, so it encumbers his body, and he flies up into the wall as your wolf gets evaporated, and he's going to be shot into the sky, and like Team Rocket, you're going to see him spiral off, and then he goes.
Hold on.
We blasted off.
Yeah, you can't
Shuto,
forget the little.
you get a level for that. So
All
give
right.
me a level.
the little light.
Level
Is
5.
he still within the towns, alive but barely?
I don't know. He was.
He blasted off,
I
man.
have
He
these
could
that
be.
will follow him. That's
He's
valuable
probably
platinum.
in the interest of anime canon. He's out of town now.
I have
Okay.
my owl
Somewhere
follow
outside
him. We'll
town.
see if he's nearby where he lands.
The owl will hunt him down. I guess there you go.
All right. Can I
He's
ask
still
can I ask
alive.
him
Or
one
you
thing?
could simply look at Julius and say, "You're the bloodhound. Smell him out."
Julius, you're the bloodhound. Help me get this 5,000 pounds of platinum.
And I say I'd love to, except this armor still weighs 4 times my weight, so I'm lying on the ground right here.
Hold on.
Count
I
the
need
his
to
armor,
ask
everyone.
the DM one thing.
Somebody
I have to
pull
ask
this
the DM
arrow
one thing.
out.
Baby, that's what you asked last night when you were hella drunk. Are they empty? She bought one. I have a full one right here. Here, take this one. Hey, come get this one. Or come grab the other one that's inside of your container. So,
I have a favor to ask the DM. I just want to just get just one sentence of thought of that character when he flew into space, like what he was thinking as he gets the Gallic gun.
he's just
Oh shit.
he's just getting blasted off. He's getting blasted off by the Gallic gun, and like he's really unconscious for a little bit, but then like he starts to gain consciousness, and in doing so, he gets kind of like a lay of the land from the height that he's at, and he's all like, "I'll be back. This isn't the end of me." And like you see him hit like a couple trees, like bah, 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 and then he falls into a small river, and the river carries him off as he falls down a waterfall. And like at the bottom of the waterfall, you just see some bubbles, and that's it.
Okay, I would like Suto to immediately fly me to that location so I can turn him into platinum. It's very important to my character.
Also, Kazumu took the arrow out, so I'm not 4 times as
All right, so
And you're healed.
I call for my cloud to come pick us up.
And as
Okay.
they're doing that, I'm investigating this liquid turquoise metal, and I want to know exactly what it is and what it does and how good it is.
The turquoise armor.
Yes.
So
that's
the
now
turquoise
melted.
armor is not liquid. It's just the armor itself is tempered steel like Damascus.
Oh, so it's
So-
conductive then.
No, it's just the type of steel it is. It doesn't conduct electricity whatsoever. It's more like a clay. And it's folded so many times that the impurities are almost completely out of it. So it's got the highest durability amongst metals, other than adamantium, which carries the highest durability count. So it's right underneath. And the turquoise armor is really turquoise because when it's through a lot of weather, it turns green. But the original milk color, you don't know.
Interesting.
Only copper would turn green, so wouldn't it be rust colored?
I just looked. Damascus steel is conductive to electricity.
This I know. I'm saying that the
This
type
one.
of style that it is.
Oh, I
folded
see.
steel like Damascus.
Okay. That's a shame. Would have
It's the
loved to
only way- I
electrocute
don't
it.
know any other technique that is used for folding steel consecutively for like 1,000 times. Just the technique of Damascus.
Katana blades.
I believe are used the same way. Is that they're used with a Damascus technique. where they
Yeah,
fold
weaker
it.
metal folded together to get the strings. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the type of metal it is. It's light. It's like clay, so it's really, really light. What piece of armor did you grab?
The shoulder piece.
It weighs about like a pound.
Okay.
Incredibly light.
I'm actually calling for my cloud Raiden to basically come pick me up and Kazumo so we can get that guy turned into platinum.
Yeah, and my owl has been tracking him, so I know where he is.
Okay.
So,
I take a chest plate and hold that for later when there's time to go to a blacksmith. Meanwhile, I have an internal alignment conundrum with waste versus that was a person. Something turtle meat. Stew.
Turtle meat.
Mm.
I'm gonna get up and
Disgusting.
dust off my armor and go try and find an ice pack for my eye upstairs at the bar.
okay. You're gonna notice that the bartender is like trying to clean up and just like shocked at like all of the damage that was done to her to her tavern right now in the past like 30 minutes. And she was just kind of upset, but she knew that it was necessary, and when you're upstairs, out of this room to your right hand side, it's kind of like a bathroom. Out comes the bounty hunter, and he has an ice pack in his hand, and he crushes it, and it starts to get cold, and he hands it to you, and he's like, "Here, this is for your face."
Thanks, buddy. And I'd lean over at the bartender lady and I say, "Hey, Kazuma's about to go make some mad platinum, so don't worry about your bar. I'm just gonna sit here. Let me get a
We'll pay for
beer.
everything.
Let me get
I
a
come
beer."
upstairs
She
and start
pours you a tall
straightening
glass,
tables and
she doesn't just
sweeping.
pull out one cup. She pulls out a couple cups. She pours a tall glass in each, and you notice that they have tentacles outside with like
Oh,
foaming
no.
bubbles out of the top.
I drink the tentacle. I drink the tentacle juice.
It gives you the same effects as last time. In fact, anybody that drinks it you'll gain the same effects that you had last time. And then Kazumu, Suto, you guys get on the cloud. You start heading over to seek out the whereabouts of his last place.
Yeah.
And you arrive at the bottom of the waterfall, but you don't seem to see any remains. Nothing near the shore. Nothing downstream. It's kind of like a dead end.
Well, luckily my owl was tracking him, so I realized
That's
that
where
there's
the owl left off.
yeah,
That's where your owl's
I
flying
noticed
right now.
that there's a small opening behind the waterfall, and I walk through the waterfall, and I see him, incredibly
Okay.
damaged, near death, falling apart. He's not in water, so when I use my spell, it's not going to turn the world into platinum. I go over to him and I say, Fruzro, duh, platinum.
So he's got a lot more health than you think he does. So you say Fusro duh, and you touch his chest plate, and he just looks at you as he grabs your arm and snaps your wrist. You take 5d4 damage.
Oh, the wrist.
And he's gonna then headbutt you for his multi-attack, breaking your nose, and you're starting to bleed down your face, and you're gonna take 3d6 damage for that one.
5d4,
And he's then going to take his shoe and kick you out of the waterfall, where you land in front of Suto, where Suto now sees the damage that you just retained. And I gotta comment on Suto's behalf. He just looks at you and says, "You could regenerate it."
Sure,
It'll be
I take
fine.
19 damage. I regenerate my health. or
Not yet,
regenerate-
not yet.
Okay,
You roll
no.
on your turn, though. On your turn, you
I'll
roll.
actually top that. Like, don't worry, Namekian. You could still re-heal yourself. Drink water.
I look at him and I say, "We're near the cave. Summon your allies. Let's finish him."
Well, they're over at the. I can't summon them. I don't have a scouter.
Calling owl. Go do thing.
Go
He was laying on the ground.
It's not your turn. You can't do it on your turn. You have to wait for Pseudo. Pseudo.
So I actually call
Patience
out.
with your turn.
Hold on. I actually want to do intimidation
On the
towards the
waterfall?
dragon. No, on the dragon. No, on the dragon. On the dragon. The
He's
dragon.
behind the waterfall. You got to shoot through the waterfall to confront him.
Oh, all right. Okay, first of all, I want to hold on. I actually want to use one of my abilities. I want to do recognize monster. That's a power level that has no dice involved. In that if we go way back, that's like recognizing somebody's power level.
That's cool. So you're going to recognize that he's got like over 1 million power level.
Oh,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. Okay, I am. I want to talk. Hold on. So I'm
Aaron
gonna
just
roll-
smiles.
And I'm just like, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. So hold on. I actually want to roll intimidation. I want to fly in there, and I say, "Hold up." So can I have a conversation with this dragon or no?
Yeah, if you want, go for it. Attempt.
All right. I'm rolling. I fly in through the waterfall, but let me roll my intimidation too.
Okay.
I rolled a net 18.
Awesome. So I'm going to so I rolled an 18 on strength to catch you when you went through the waterfall. So roll against that real quick.
All right, my strength is 17 plus modifier is 3. So hang on. I rolled a 17. So 17 plus my 3.
Okay, so when you fly through the water, you're going to notice a hand in front of you, and it tries to grab you, but you dodge it, and you land on the other side, and you do intimidation, and you just kind of have like a stare off. And
right.
you're going to roll initiative against me right now for whose turn goes first. So I have a 17. What do you have for your initiative?
I rolled another 18. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so you got 1 point higher than me. So your initiative goes first. Your turn goes before mine. What do you do?
Are we in combat?
Yeah,
we-
we're currently in combat. You can try to
there's no
de-escalate. You can try to de-escalate the situation, but you're currently in combat.
All right. I'm gonna roll my Gallic gun on
For
him.
the second time today.
No way, I can't. I can't do it. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. I want to say to him, look, I do have the ability to turn into a giant monster and fuck your ass up right here, right now. So you have an option. You can either work for us and we could fuck up whoever sent you here because you didn't expect to fly up all the way over here. I did that to you, motherfucker. And I promise you this. I will fuck your ass up even further. All of that thing has to come outside.
So as he's listening to you tell him that you're gonna fuck him up, he starts unclanking
No.
armor.
Hold
And-
on. Wait,
And his
it's a little
chest
bit
plate
better.
falls to the ground. Keep going. No, keep going. But his chest plate.
All I
falls
have to do
the
is
ground.
ask that dude outside to pull down his pants, and I'll turn into a fucking monster. Fuck these bastards.
He takes off his
Wait, what?
helmet and he throws it onto the ground and he like uncuffs his wrists and you see his ultra like yoke, like he's just like he's got like 12 abs, like he's got this
12
huge like upper deck chest. He like looks like two rocks put together and then fucked Brock Lesnar.
Okay. I want
His shoulders are just like overbearing, okay? And like he literally picks up a rock and he cleans his teeth with it, and then he throws it on the ground.
Fine. Hold on. I want to roll a speed check. I want to swim out. I want to fly outside, and I want to yell at Kazumo, "Take off your fucking pants!"
So you're on the back. You're on the back side of him. So you're in the back side of the cave. There's Dragon. There's Waterfall. There's Kazumu. So you're gonna yell all the way to Kazumu past Waterfall. So you're gonna need a 19 on that.
Stay in there.
No, you have to roll for it. You have to roll higher
I'm
than
yelling
19
at him
for
to
yell.
stay in there. Oh yeah, okay. So if he
Wait, no, because I'm trying to like fly out there.
Oh, you're
I have
trying
an
to
idea.
fly. If you fly, I'm gonna try to catch you. That's how it's gonna go.
Hold him there.
Wait, hold on.
Hold him there. I have an idea.
I actually rolled a 20.
Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna roll. Ooh, 16 plus 4, 20. Okay,
Stalemate.
so I grab your ankle and you
Well,
get
he's got a
equal
natural 20. He
resistance.
doesn't rolling.
Equal resistance, and you're just like fingertips. Your fingertips are touching the waterfall.
Okay.
Take off your pants.
Is it my turn?
He's close enough. He yelled, so all you hear from the waterfall is "Take off your pants."
Okay. I'm gonna try something else. What I do is I pull off my armor, I put on my cloak. I use my really good stealth and sleight of hand skill. I'm gonna go. I can tell that they're fighting because of that. He's yelling that, which means they're deadlocked. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna phase through the side of the waterfall or the cave next to the wall next to the waterfall.
Oh, okay.
Go to the side, and then actually before I even do that, I'm gonna take out my aging ring. I'm gonna take the lard that I have in inventory, get it so it's really easy to put on someone, and I'm gonna slip that ring on his finger.
So the one thing that's the problem with your cloak is the cloak allows you to manifest through walls, but does not allow your gear to.
Yeah.
So your gear is going to get stuck on the outside of wall, a
Oh.
lot like Casper when Casper delivers the
Oh, that's how
breakfast.
it works. Okay,
Yes.
so then so let me redo that then. I am going to summon 2 more frost wolves to add additional work to distract, and then
summon
I'm
them.
going to how am I going to do this? I am
Pull down
going.
your pants.
I'm going. Yeah.
Tuto, nothing happens for a few seconds. What happens with what's going on your side while he's still
All right,
deciding?
I can't do a Zoro Blast, and I can't do Gallic Gun. So what I want to do is aim for his eyes directly so I can fly out.
Okay, so you're gonna blast across his face, partially blinding him. He'll let go, and you fly through the waterfall as you see Kazumu spawn two wolves next
And
to
then
him.
all 3 of us are going to jump in. And I'm going to put that ring on his finger that I have looped up.
Suto's flying past you, so you're gonna run into the waterfall.
Well, I have the wolves are going to go
Yeah.
in first.
Okay, so the
And
two
then-
wolves jump in first, and you're gonna hear a yelp from both of them.
Well, I
Wow.
doubt he did
Oh, shit.
126 damage to both of them
You want me
immediately.
to roll for it?
I would, because otherwise Suto is already really dead and not flying out of that waterfall if that's how fast they're going to die. So I'd like to see the damage roll for them. They have 126 health.
While he's doing that, Hemlock, what is the hentai juice supposed to do?
22.
So what the
42,
correct hentai juice does,
53, 72. 72 points of damage.
you get
Okay, so
plus
one of
10
them's at half health.
HP for 24
Okay.
hours.
Oh,
So
okay.
he can attack multiple times, and you sent in 2.
So, like I said,
Well,
you
I never rolled for even how many I summoned, so I should probably
oh,
do that.
I thought you said you summoned 2, meaning you already
No.
rolled.
No. I'm thinking of when we were back in the tavern. I actually only rolled 1, so I only summoned 1.
Okay, so that 1 took 72 points of damage, and you hear a yelp.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in. I see that he has with one hand holding it, but I'm doing this. I'm doing this jump in the most stealthful sleight of hand way I can. I got a +7. Can I
Okay.
roll for this to get this ring on this guy's finger?
Okay, so you're gonna notice that when you're running in to put the ring on his finger is like a sausage. It's really, really large.
That's why I larded it up. We're okay
The
with
ring
that.
only fits on his nail and doesn't
That's-
go onto it. So it
that's
just kind of
enough.
rotates onto his nail.
He gains 100 years. He's older either way. He's put it
Okay.
on.
Dragonborns can live up to like 1,000 years. They're
Yeah,
a lot
From
like
his point of
elves.
view, the way that it was described, it makes you an elder. So he's still gonna be old from the point of view of a dragonborn. Whatever his age is, for us, it's gonna be less. For him, it's gonna be more. But he's still
That's
gonna
fine.
be old.
I'm just saying that dragons live like a millennia.
Okay, so this will age him 980 years then.
Okay. Is that how the ring works? I thought the ring specifically says 100 years, right?
No, the ring was.
Makes you an elderly person.
It makes you an elder.
it makes
That
you an
was
elderly
it
person.
makes you
Okay, so
elderly
yeah,
and weak.
okay, so period. It just makes you old as shit.
Mhm.
So you see him grow like a really long beard as he just gets older and older and older. Suto, your innate ability to recognize power level, a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh, where the baby dragon turns into the elder dragon and becomes phenomenally more stronger. Suto realizes power level goes from a mere 1 million to 10 million before your eyes.
Ah!
Guys.
What you
No.
do?
I lean
Okay.
over to Hemlock and Aaron. I say, I wonder what's taking them so long. As we order,
No,
Yes, what
another-
are you guys doing? Let's break to you guys. What the hell are you guys doing?
You
We're
know,
just at the bar
whatever
sipping.
it is, because we should really be worried. Because every time Kazumu takes off,
I take a sip of mana water and
shit
I'm just like,
happens. We should just, I don't know how we're gonna find this guy, but I have a feeling.
I mean, generally we're in that direction. I mean, you guys want to go
Julius
check
has
it out?
he's got the hound scent, so Julius can smell where they are. Aaron's got the motorcycle. I think you guys got ways to get there.
Yeah, we should probably go catch up with them. You guys have had your drinks, right?
I'm gonna order one more to go, and then we're gonna.
I'm all souped up on mana
I
juice.
don't know if they stack, but all right, cool.
Oh, just because I like
She's
the
got
glass of hentai
several
juice. It
gourds,
tastes good.
so she pulls out a couple gourds and she fills it all the way to the top, and she caps it off, and each one of you gets a gourd.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you,
Nice.
bartender.
A gourd holds about a half a gallon.
Okay.
Ooh.
I just
That's a
look
lot
at the
of
liquid
drinks.
and I hand the gourd to Julius. I'm just like, I got it.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
No,
I got it. I can make this now.
now I can make
And
this.
including that liquid that had the tentacles and foam that actually gave
Yeah,
Hemlock
that
the right
reverts.
type of effect, you can now make that with the jug as well.
All right, what does the correct hentai juice do?
It's the plus 10 HP. The wrong one was minus 10 years.
Okay, nice.
And-
I have
and
both
the-
of those down.
And the gourd that she gave us that has the proper hentai juice in it. She filled it with that, or did she just? Okay, cool. All right.
If you guys want mana water, there's a well nearby.
I just took a swig from my
Yeah, I
jug.
got wet skins. I'm good.
Okay.
Fine.
So,
Alright,
It's
how do you guys
fine.
get there? Is that how, Julius? Do you
Let's-
want to smell an article of clothing that's pseudo or
Pass around the wet skins to save time. Everybody, just take a drink. Let's go.
Take a drink. Got it.
Take a
and
drink.
I can actually smell Kazumu and Suto because we've been in a party for
Great.
so long. I know their
Let's go.
scent.
Let's go.
So,
There you go. All
So we
right.
just-
So, Aaron, you want to bring in your motorcycle? Or
Yeah, I
you gonna fly
tell
there with
I
your
tell
wings?
everyone to hop on my motorcycle and I snap my fingers. Portal opens up and it zooms in. I
We
hop
should
on
really
the
get
driver's
you a
seat.
sidecar.
Nah. Nah, this is a one man
So,
thing right
Kazumu,
here.
Suto,
Three
in-
people.
in
It's a
this
little crowded.
heated battle with this
You can
ancient
fit.
dragon.
Mhm.
you notice a portal open as a motorcycle flies out with 3 of your homies.
All
I
right.
tried to make him older, to make him weaker. Didn't work. Do you guys still have that hentai juice? Pour everything on him. We need this guy to be so young he's a baby so we can kill him in his metaphorical crib right now.
I hop off my bike, whip out my jug, and I whisper to a geyser of hentai juice.
I jump back as this happens, and I have the ring in my hand. It's only on this pig, so I take it off with me as
You
I go
already
back.
used your turn. You don't get a turn. You already used your turn.
I have abilities that I don't even know I have.
So when he gets splashed by the water, you see like his age goes really, really low, but then the ring enacts and like fights it. So like he goes to like his peak age, like 23 or 32, like whichever the peak in a person's life would be. And like he gets not just like yoked, but he gets Garlic Jr. yoked.
Oh. Okay.
Easy clap. Easy clap.
Ah.
This is just
All right.
exponentially getting worse. and
See
worse
the
and worse.
ring, run over,
Oh,
and
and
take it off.
The
You're
guys
gonna
that did
make a
damage, by
sleight of
the
hand
way.
check on that because now he's like 5 times faster.
Oh,
The guys that did damage, by the way.
How much
18.
damage?
It does
Oh,
player level
18
D6.
plus. Hold
Roll
on.
for that, and then roll Hemlock.
Oh yeah, I got 21.
11.
6.
I got the ring. I
Okay.
have the ring.
So you snatch off the ring. You do get splashed by water, by the way. So you have to run over to grab the ring. So you get splashed by water. So how many years do you lower? He's using geyser, so it's maximum.
Yeah, it does damage.
I mean, I guess I'm in my
he was
20s now.
successful in taking off the ring, but at what cost?
I'm in my early 20s. All of a sudden.
3.
So
Which
10
arguably
years.
could also be the peak.
Oh
age.
God, no.
That
No,
sounds
it's like
about right. You got hit with a
60.
geyser to take off a ring.
I'm
You
a
lost
Triton.
10 years.
I'm a Triton. I'm in my 70s, dude.
Okay, so equal that out. So like 50.
All right, it did 47 damage.
Oh shit. So 47 years.
Okay,
So,
I'm in my
just-
20s.
so put that as your year to make sure you keep track.
Don't worry, we
Well-
have an aging ring and age
It's
lower
fine.
you
water.
pull
Listen,
off-
it's
when you
fine. You
pull
just,
off
you
the
just
ring-
gave me an extra 50 years. Right.
So when yeah, I know. So when you pull off the ring, you see that he starts to like take that lower in age. But he jumps out of the way and he jumps straight into raw rock. And
Oh.
he just tunnels into the side of the wall to escape the ongoing pressure of the water. And now you
Follow
guys
that
just see-
dragon.
and then you just see a huge hole in the wall.
Well, he's still digging, so that means that it's going to be really easy to just target him with more water. No?
Yes.
I got
Okay,
ice
well,
beam, too.
Aaron already wasted his turn. Hemlock wasted his turn. Kazumu, you wasted your turn. Suto, Julie, it's your
Wait,
turn.
what did I do?
You wasted
did
your
all
turn
the
at the
stuff at the
beginning
beginning
of
of
the,
the turn.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
I did.
beginning.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I did that.
All
Did all
right,
the stuff.
so,
I have special
You messed
things.
up the things
all right. So I'm thinking.
again.
Okay. So is he still digging?
No,
Yeah,
you
he's
don't
still-
know if he's digging or not. He just went straight into the rock.
All right. I want to at least hold on, wait. I want to do perception. Are they still spraying all that mana water all over the place?
Aaron, did you
Mm,
stop at any point in time while you,
Yes.
Well, he
As soon as I saw him escape, I was like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay, so he stops spraying right then and there. What happens?
All right. And there's no residual water or anything else.
Should be.
else?
Tons on the water on the floor. Yeah, there should be
Yep.
tons of water on the floor.
Tons of water on the floor. All right. So that means if I go in there, I'm kind of gonna reverse an age. So no, I'm not gonna have that happen to me. In a loud saying voice, I'm just gonna say to him, "We know you're fucked up. I told you we would fuck you up. Get out. I want to talk to you alone, warrior to warrior."
He blasts through the ground like his hand and grabs onto your ankle and pulls you into the ground. as you start to get crushed underneath like many miles of rock as you're getting dragged deeper into the Earth's core. And then you
Miles,
beeline to
how
the
fast
right.
does he move?
And he pulls you through the rock to the right. And he stops in this cave. And there's some bats floating around. And you gain consciousness. And he's got his back towards you. And he's looking out at like water dripping on a stalactite.
All right.
He said, you wish to speak to me alone.
I'm here. Couple things. I know you're hurt. And I know that you were not expecting us to follow you and do whatever we did to you. Now, I can't promise my colleagues will maybe show clemency, but if you swear an oath to me, I know one thing. There's a lot I can learn from you. Whoever paid you to come after my friends obviously didn't really inform you what we can do. And
He
you have
says,
yet to see me at my
individually, I
full
would have
potential.
been able to crush you, but when you worked as a team, I gotta admit, overwhelmed.
Yes, but don't forget who flew you over to the waterfall alone by themselves. It was my power that did it.
And
So-
he reaches up with his like super strong arms, and he's just like, "Yes, but I'm much stronger now."
Oh, but how long will that last? And how long will your arrogance and pride get the better of you? If you follow me, we can really make something.
You notice that there's like a brand that's underneath his left pec, and it's a like sigil of an eagle with 3 heads on it. And he looks at you. He says, "I only follow the obsidian sorcerer."
And I pointed at him and said, that mark, was that willingly or was that by force?
You kind
Are
of
you a
have like a
slave?
flashback to like he has a flashback to when he was like a child being taken away from his family in a village, and you can see like a galloping group of gentlemen on horseback that come over and slaughter his mother and then bring him into slavery. And you see him like going through several years of him fighting other children and killing them to gain rank and to move up amongst the generalship. And once he became general of the small regiment of members there, they branded him when he was attached by ropes on a wooden cross and told that this was going to be the seal of the obsidian sorcerer and how this day forward you would fight in his name. And then he goes kind of back to him staring at you and he says, "That's a long time ago."
I was once like you, and I used to serve in an army that gave me no choice. Now you have a choice. You owe them nothing. You do realize that. I was down that path too. It doesn't have to be this way.
Persuasion
change.
check.
All right. Persuasion. Which one is that? Charisma?
Persuasion is on your skill sets.
Oh, sorry. Persuasion. Let me get this right. All right. Yeah. I rolled a 16.
Okay. You are actually quite convincing. So he's looking like he's very intrigued in how you're going about convincing him that he doesn't owe these pieces of shit fucking anything.
All right. See, you don't have to be a slave. My people were forced into slavery. And what did our master do to us? We're all gone. I'm the last, or one of the few last slave people.
Keep it check.
Now, you have a choice to learn from what I went through. And what I want from you is not only as a sparring partner and a fighter, but someone who can actually give us insight so that those people that did that to you don't do it to anyone else. And that the whole world will hear your story. But
He looks at you and he's all like, "Do you realize the reach that this clan has? The depth at which they will go to make sure that their
master is reincarnated, they will stop at nothing. If they find that I betrayed the kingdom, they will seek me out and attempt to destroy me.
Nothing lasts forever. Nothing will last forever. Even one day you will die. But when you're on your deathbed, whether you are dying alone or surrounded by loved ones, do you want your final thought to always be, I did what I was told. I was a slave all my life. And oh, I regret. Maybe I wish I stood up. Maybe I could have fought back. And yeah, maybe I would have died, but at least you would have died free. Did you ever think that maybe there are others who think like you too?
I would hope in the world there would be. But along the very long road that I have walked, I have slaughtered millions in the name of the Obsidian Sorcerer. And
I have slaughtered, my people have slaughtered millions, dare I say it, billions, in the name of King Frieza. So we got some things in common.
He sits down. He sits down on a piece of rock, and he looks at you, and you're standing now, and you're walking around speaking to him.
Yeah. If you want to come with us, I will give you my protection. And I want you to help me train to be up to your strengths. Because together, I promise you this, if we're strong, we can break anything. I can give you my word. I have seen the future, and I have seen what a peaceful past can lead to, but we got to fight for it. And yes, I have committed murder too, and so have you.
He replies to you that the one thing that I request, the only thing that I seek in this newfound relationship is to find General Helga, who gave me this brand, and bring her to my feet so that I can crush her skull underneath my vengeance.
Draw us a picture of what she looks like so that when we know who she is, we can fuck her up.
I kind of already know who she is.
So you guys agree,
You're not
and Suto and this huge garlic junior dragonborn guy come rushing out of these rocks in front of you guys. And Suto, engage with Aaron with a conversation about someone that you're looking for.
All right, Aaron. I grab him by the shoulder. Aaron, I'm gonna need you to level with me. Who is this General Helga? So that we can hold her accountable.
Oh man, she was a bitch. And now she's an even bigger one because first ruler Zeth kind of turned her fully into Mercury. And they're technically on their way here. They're always on their way. They're following me. But yeah, she's kind of
the
like
bigger dragonborn guy looks at you and he's like, that's exactly why your name was on the contract. In fact, every single one of your names was on the contract, but your name was on the highest on the list.
Oh,
Yep.
you
kind of did some. Yeah.
So she's basically Mercury at this point, liquid Mercury.
Yep. And she's riding with first ruler Zeth, who is
Keth,
my bad. Who is they're coming. We'll have to fight him eventually.
the dragonborn looks at you. He's like, if simply waiting in this place will bring them here, that is my only desire. I shall wait, and when she comes, I shall destroy her.
And you won't be alone.
Yeah.
So are you gonna wait for them to show up? That's the plan for the whole crew now? You're gonna wait
Hell
for
no,
them?
I'm gonna go to Luke the blacksmith real quick to get this.
You can't because they're following you. Anywhere you go, you have to stay still.
I tell.
Let me
Suto
blink.
to
I'm
get
gonna
his other
blink
stands
with
over
my
here.
motorcycle. It'll be like I was never gone.
What happened, Kazumu?
Suta, you should call your other Saiyans who've been waiting for us to return 1 hour ago, 20 hours ago.
Well, I can't contact. I don't have a scouter. You sent an owl to them.
I sent
did.
an owl to get them.
You did.
Yeah.
Did it get to them?
Did the owl get to them?
Yeah, Kazumu, it's your turn. Did the owl get to them?
As you said, I never was actually able to summon it because it wasn't my turn when I wanted to. So I actually now summon an owl. I tell Suto to tell them what they need to hear. And then
Okay,
once
so
he
what is it
does,
they need to hear?
to
They
come
need to
over
hear-
here.
Yeah, to get over to the city.
All right.
No, to get over to the waterfall.
Oh, to the waterfall. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit
Give 'em
around the
mixed
waterfall
messages.
for them
To
to
have
show
another
up, or
boss
can we
fight.
finish the
Yeah.
dungeon?
I'd like to do that.
Well,
Have them meet us in the
realistically,
dungeon.
we're at
They're
time.
already at the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
The waterfall is the dungeon.
No, I
No.
mean the Saiyans are already at the dungeon.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So
So
what
I
Kazuma was
say- I say let's-
proposing is that everyone Obsidian, stop. That he's proposing that everyone ditches the waterfall and simply goes to the dungeon because they're chasing Aaron anyways. So while you guys are doing the stuff inside the dungeon, hopefully these guys just come up right behind you and then you guys deal with them inside the dungeon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the owl set as a sentry at the entrance so that when they appear, we are notified that they're
They're
coming.
liquid mercury. I don't think you're gonna know when they show up.
They have to enter through a cave entrance. It's not just gonna be this. There's gonna be
They can
ads.
phase through any crack as long as it's 1 inch wide.
I would still like the heads up. There's gonna be other people. Even if something's mercury, something accompanying it's not gonna be mercury.
Very true. Very true. So all of you guys enter at the front of the dungeon, and
No,
what would
I
you like to do
blinked
from here?
To Luke,
Because I have
the
about
blacksmith.
15 minutes before I have to leave. So you're at the front of the dungeon.
I blinked to
Alright.
Luke the blacksmith.
Oh, okay. So quickly, Aaron, while you're at Luke the blacksmith,
Yes,
what would you
I
like to
hand
do?
him the handle, and I reach inside my bag of holding, and I pull out this 8-foot-long blade made out of adamantium. And I was like, "Can you put these two together?"
He's like, for a friend, anything.
My man. Clean.
All right. I
So
actually
he works on it, and he tells you it's going to be about a week to finish.
Gotcha. I'll come back when it's done, and I blink to the front of the dungeon.
Okay. So you guys arrive at the front of the dungeon, and now that you're at the front entrance of the dungeon, you're going to walk inside, and you're going to notice that as soon as you guys all walk about 10 feet inside, that there's a massive earthquake that shakes everything as massive stalactites start to fall from the roof that lasts for 12 consecutive minutes and then just stops.
Okay. There's
We
a
should
couple
really
things
check
I
on
want
that.
to do. I ask first. I tell our new Dragonborn friend. I tell him we're gonna need you in the fight to come. These are my two colleagues, Nappa and Sephora. You will help us train. And I ask
Napa
Nappa.
and Sephora look at this big garlic junior looking motherfucker and they're just like, where do you find these people, Suto?
Through the power of friendship. That's what I say to her,
Through the
smiling.
power of friendship.
All right, and Nappa's probably like, "What? Friendship? That's impossible." And so I turn to Nappa and Sephora and I ask, "How long have these earthquakes been going on?"
It's been going on all the time since you guys have
Days.
left.
Days. All right. So since we got 15 minutes, I want to be. I want to take like a moment to meditate so that I can be ready for next session, so I can be healed up.
Excellent. Everybody else, how are you guys going to get down into the cave system? What is everybody going to do right now? You already know what's ahead. So,
I use my handy dandy extendo pole to help everyone get down that wants
Okay.
to go down.
all right. And then Julius, you realize that this is the first hole you went into, but you never went through this one. Your intercom's off.
I'm just talking away. I say that we should probably go in the other direction since we already know what's in that direction. Let's go explore this way.
Sounds good. I'm down.
Everybody's going to go with him? Yes? Yes? Okay, so you guys move into the next room, and it's kind of like a labyrinth. There's lots of different ways you can go. Which way would everybody like to go?
Go right.
Right? What about everybody else?
Let's hit that right button.
Let's see how let's go where we haven't gone.
Guess
Okay,
we're going
so-
right.
So when you're going right, you're going to notice that it tees off into another room.
There, where you see kind of like a debris field from an earthquake collapse, and so you can kind of make your way over, or you can just go this way.
Let's go.
around.
Yeah.
You're gonna go around this way.
Mhm.
Okay, so when Hemlock steps on this pad, whoever has the highest perception is gonna hear a click, and I need to
Hear a
know who
click.
that person is.
I have 16.
Not passive perception. This is gonna be active perception.
17.
Oh, so
Okay.
you got to roll for it?
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Got
18.
5 plus
20.
4, so 9.
20. Who got 20?
Yes, I got a nat 20.
Okay, so you're gonna notice that there is several floor spikes that are set up throughout this room right here, and they're gonna be shooting up through the floor. Everybody's gonna need to make an athletics check of 18 or higher. If not, you take spike damage.
Oh,
This is already bad. I have a -1 in athletics.
Ooh,
Alright.
this is gonna be good.
I got an 18 with a -1 in acrobatic.
Wow.
So I
I'm
get
going
hit.
crazy.
That's crazy.
So
I get
the
hit.
spikes do player damage D12.
All right.
Wow.
Wait,
Player
since I can
level?
fly. Wait, I can
Huh?
fly. I
Yes.
was pretty good.
Shake my damn head.
All right, hold
Ooh,
on.
I got a 19.
I got 17 plus 3.
Okay,
I got a 16 plus 2, so that's 18.
that's
Direct.
it.
Six.
You made it.
You said D12 damage?
Yeah.
6 times D12. Oh, okay. That wasn't that bad. Well, yeah, it was terrible, but it wasn't that bad.
How much damage did you retain?
I gotta calculate it. I had 52 and now I have 28, so 24 damage.
Half of your health points.
Yeah, it's pretty much half.
Narrate how that spikes did that much damage.
So yeah, the spike comes through and it impales my stomach and then like my arm too, and like it hurts, but like not enough to like actually kill me. It just because of the armor of tendon. So like I just like impale and then fly backwards, and then now I'm on the ground just bleeding.
Okay.
But I'm okay.
Kazumu, what'd you roll?
I took, what was it? So I took 32 damage.
Okay, and then narrate that how the spikes did that to you.
My right foot is having a very hard time recognizing that it is still a foot because it went right through it. So, but nothing I can't deal with.
Okay, and so you guys kind of are jumpy from the activated trap that just went off. What would you guys like to do from here?
I run over to Julius and I start
Wait,
pouring
before
him
everyone runs apart from
mana
each
water.
other, let me get us some troll regeneration to get our health back. And don't forget, everyone has an additional
Oh, wait.
26 health because
Yeah.
of my ability.
I still had the
Okay.
26 health. I forgot about that. Or does that go away?
Who
It's
moved?
there.
Someone moved? Who moved?
No one did. I healed before anyone moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone roll level D6 for health regeneration.
Okay. 26. Yes. Back up.
I rolled a 2.
How do you roll a 2?
Oh, oops. I'm sorry. Rolled the wrong die.
26, lose 8. So I'm still down 8. But I have full health. My buffer health is just down 8. So 8. So I'm 18 points over healed right now.
Okay. And so when you lose your temporary health, you can't regain more health from your troll regeneration. You only go to max.
But then wouldn't my charisma automatically put us back at that passive, or how does that work exactly?
The passive happens once per day. It's passive, but it only
I see.
happens
So
once per day.
Okay, so basically we burned through the temporary health that we ever
Yeah.
had. Okay.
I mean, it happens all the time, but it only activates once per day. It's every 24
I
hours.
see. Okay, so I'm just at full health then.
Okay. And so everyone's in free mode. What's going on?
I perception check for stuff that's interesting or valuable.
Somebody
You
better
notice
at
a bunch
looking
of
for
holes
traps.
all over the walls.
Do you want to climb over the broken bit instead? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm with that. If I'm
Yeah,
wait,
let's-
is it if we move, we get impaled by spikes? Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
There could be more traps. There's holes in the walls. We haven't seen stuff come out of there. Let's go over the broken bit.
I'm with that. I second that. I just
Okay,
got
so
impaled by
everybody
something.
transverses over the broken bits, and you make it onto this side, and you don't hear any clicks whatsoever. Where do you want to go from here?
Go right.
Right? Okay, so you move to the right. There's a long hallway, but just beyond that, there's a door right here made out of steel.
Interesting.
Keep going right. Follow labyrinth rules.
This right down here, or would you like to go through the door?
Let's hit a door. Door has stuff.
Okay, so who touches the door first?
I'll touch it.
Okay, when
I
Kazuma
have my
touches the
shield
door,
up as I do it.
huh?
I have my shield up as I do it.
As you touch the door handle, you're gonna notice that his flesh turns to bacon,
Like edible
Um,
bacon?
edible bacon.
You're smelling tasty, Kazumu.
And so am I looking at like a bacon hand?
All of your skin, all over your body is turned into edible bacon.
Can we harvest that before you use soul
Yeah.
regeneration?
Yeah, let's do it. Everyone harvest me.
Everyone,
Take
I'm
the bacon.
good.
This is so awkward.
I
How
think
many
I'm
how many
good.
pounds of bacon is
so
that?
wait.
Can we
who
just give it
consumes
to the
Kazuma first?
like,
I gotta know this. Who consumes?
townspeople
Who's
or
first?
something?
Roll initiative on who consumes Kazuma first.
I'm
not,
good.
I'm not consuming it. I'm
Wait
just
a minute.
collecting it. I'm just collecting it.
16.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
My skin is my food.
Uh.
Troll bacon. Troll-
Self cannibalization. The auto cannibalization.
All this bacon should give you regenerative abilities, so you're welcome. I
Okay, so
This is so awkward.
first? You guys never answered me that. Who harvested first?
I
gonna
rolled
roll?
16.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
A 5.
I got a 5
Okay.
as well.
I'm real
So
hesitant.
whoever rolled 16, roll damage for cutting bacon off of Kazumu.
All right.
So D20.
D20.
Yeah, because it's just a knife. So you're just cutting
14.
bacon off of them. Okay, do you take 14 points of damage? Next person.
This is like regeneration bacon.
yeah, I mean this is like
is regeneration bacon.
you sell this bacon. I want a cut.
Who's next?
Me and Hemlock rolled the same. What did you get, Aaron?
I am not rolling. I don't want
You're not rolling.
any bacon.
I don't want any
I
of
don't
you.
want
Guys are
any
fine.
bacon.
All right, all right, all right.
Everyone
I
rolls
got
at
11.
once. Before everyone rolls at once, let's make sure that I don't die from the next roll. So let's do these one at a time. 11.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down to 34, 35, 34
Next.
health.
You're gonna be
I'm
fine.
gonna roll.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you'll be fine. I have terrible rolls.
Good. Just what I'm looking for.
So I how is that possible?
20?
6.
Oh,
Perfect. Thank
That doesn't
you.
make look 3d6s or 6d6s. 6d6s.
See,
Oh,
I
funny.
can't. I'm glad you did your. I'm glad you're so terrible at rolling and enjoy my
Oh,
bacon.
God. Okay,
My
so
regenerative
everyone harvested bacon, but your troll regeneration isn't going to activate while your flesh is bacon, unfortunately.
Well, don't worry. It's almost completely gone. We have like one more person. It'll be enough.
Okay,
How many-
so
how many
everyone's
pounds
good. What do you guys want to do from
Do you-
here? He just
Do
touched
you
the
want me
handle.
to cut you some of your
You know
own?
what? No, you know what I'm gonna do?
bacon,
I am almost done. I'm almost not bacon anymore. I'm going to roll on myself to collect my own bacon. To bring home my own
Oh.
bacon.
You have to roll a d20.
Now, what am I rolling?
D20.
D20.
5.
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage. Is that
Okay,
enough?
I am no longer bacon. How much of me has everyone harvested?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
no,
really top quality.
it doesn't. It's not like the magic goes away, dude. Your flesh will always stay bacon.
I don't believe
Oh,
it.
it's a curse. It's a bacon
Yes,
curse.
it is.
Oh. Well, I still cast regeneration to get my health up. How much of
It
me
doesn't work.
to get my health back?
Does not work.
Fuck! I look at everyone and say, "Give me. I need the. Well, will eating me get my health back?"
You could try.
Okay, I eat some of the bacon.
You become extremely nauseous and you start to vomit profusely.
Okay, I tell everyone to not eat the bacon. This was all a waste. I mutilated myself for nothing.
No regeneration bacon. Okay, I'll discard the generation.
Who else? Anybody else want to touch the door handle?
Someone
No.
use a weapon or something, not their hand.
You said it's made of metal.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I have an idea.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on, you
take
already
off-
wasted
I
your
have an
turn.
idea.
Let Hemlock go.
Fine,
What's up,
fine.
Hemlock?
I'm trying to figure
I
out a way to save this
stand
thing.
sadly in bacon.
I
I
think-
strike a spark and fan that into a little flame
Okay.
and direct that at the door, increasing its heat to cut the door latch.
Okay. And
Basically like a
so,
blowtorch.
why don't you roll accuracy on that, or 1 out of 100 to see how well you did that?
Okay.
Because you may not be all that well at doing it. It's the first time
Alright.
I've ever seen you
Yeah.
do something like this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey, Aaron, what does that magic dust do?
I rolled
Oh.
an extra 100! Ah!
So cuts out the latch, and the latch falls on the floor. And when the handle touches the floor, that tile turns into a bunny rabbit.
Aw.
Wow.
I eat the bunny rabbit out of spite.
The bacon creature in the side eats the bunny rabbit.
It's gonna tame
This
it.
is so weird, guys.
Yeah.
I kick the door open
Okay.
carefully with my boot.
So when you kick
might
open
turn
the
into
door,
something.
you enter another room right here.
Okay.
And you see two lovers. One's jacking off the other with his hand. you can see one person's passed out. One person's drinking a cup that was coming from the urn. Another person is dead, holding it's like a locket with pictures of their family members. And this person is locking something in a cabinet.
They're all dead though, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
And there's a shrine. There's a shrine right here that's the exact same shrine as you destroyed earlier.
I tell everyone that because I had to undergo the baconification and everyone cutting me, I get, if there's a nice thing in this room, I should get it. I think it's only fair.
I
I'm
mean, what
gonna
are
do
you gonna
You're
do
the
with it? I
one
mean, you're
who
bacon.
asked this to happen.
That is fair, and someone
No.
else would have done it if I hadn't done it. I was the one that let you turn me into bacon meal, and I think I'm very sad right now.
What
I'm
does
gonna roll
everybody want to do?
Can I do a perception check to see if there's a cure for his baconification?
Please,
There is
that'd be
none
amazing.
nearby.
You'd be my hero.
There are none nearby. Okay.
None
I
nearby.
gave my best shot.
I
Sorry.
did roll perception in the room though. I rolled a 19.
Okay. You notice
I found
that
some very
the
interesting
room-
floor tiles,
the
guys.
room
This is so
smells
cool.
of like sulfur.
Mm,
Like
that
demons.
doesn't go well with bacon.
Like,
No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Aaron, your turn.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. What would you like on perception?
Yes.
You notice that the person that's holding the locket kind of has like a metallic sheen to it, but it's not quite gold. It's like a bronze color.
Alright, I walk over to the cabinet that this guy's trying to lock something in.
Okay. You can successfully see that he jammed his finger bone into the lock hole to jam it successfully shut.
Yikes. Can I remove his finger bone?
You could try.
Alright, I try to remove his finger bone.
Slide a hand check.
You know how I do it. Got it.
I watch him try and just bring over the tool set.
I got 18 plus 3.
So narrate how you got his finger bone out of the hole.
I grabbed onto his finger bone. I was like, chick, 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 chick. Look at that. And just
All right,
slid
and
out.
then Hemlock walks over to you with a toolkit.
Do you wanna, or should I?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I may be bacon, but I have probably the highest sleight of hand of anyone here. If I need to go at that. Oh, actually, while everyone's doing this, I pull out my that puzzle in the bag and I say, "Hey, everyone, let's try and open this."
Okay, so wait. You guys open the door?
Hemlock, did you open the cabinet door?
Oh no, I did. I definitely did not. I fumble around with the tools for a minute and give up with a shrug.
All right, let me give it a try, and I try to pop it open.
Okay. Try.
I also try with the puzzle box, and am completely perplexed.
17 plus 4.
Okay, so Aaron, you're gonna open the cabinet, and when you open it, there's going to be like cobwebs on the inside, and they're gonna burst with 3 large egg sacs full of spiders. And the spiders are microscopic in size. So you're gonna see like a maybe a 250 million of them erupt from the bookcase and climb on the floor and the walls and the ceiling, erupting from the bookcase in front of you.
If they're microscopic size, he's not
Get
going to see
back.
them.
I'll channel chain lightning, my new chain
It
lightning.
looks like black dust to you, Hemlock.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hit all of these at once with chain lightning.
Go for it.
Okay, I cast my new, highly improved trademark pending. What did I call it? Where it is? Oh, there it is. Homing double stunning chain lightning that has a 30-foot jump. It gets a D8 roll that hits the first target, and then every target after gets a level D12, and everything gets stunned for a turn that it hits. So all the spiders get shot at. I don't know. I doubt they have more than 1 or 2 health if they're that small. So I should just be able to hit everything.
So when you do, you build up a static charge great enough to cause a large explosion. And it takes out, like, I would have to say, this entire corridor right here as you guys fly into the corners of the room. Can I have you guys roll for likelihood of hitting a bed? So just a 0 to 100, and we're going to see if anybody hits a bed. If not, you're going to smack against the walls and other stuff from the static explosion.
I got a 99.
So you hit a bed.
I had 100%.
Got a 52.
Okay, so you hit a corner of a bed and smash against the ground a little bit. Take 2d6.
I got 90.
Okay.
Okay, you hit a bed. Aaron?
I got 50, and I caught the lightning.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So you didn't even move. So you just stayed still and caught the lightning.
I was
Okay.
like, grab static.
Enjoy a 250 million bonus amplified lightning bolt.
And I
Or
whip
chain
out
lightning.
my lightning orb, and I put the lightning inside the lightning orb, and it grows more staticky. I was like, this is a tool that'll
orb
help us later.
changes into a lightning crystal.
Ooh.
Ooh, lightning crystal. Does it? How much damage does it do? Because the lightning orb did 2d20.
It actually holds energy.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
nice. Lightning
Kazumo
crystal.
contemplates as he is still bacon.
What did everybody else roll for opening the puzzle?
All right, you got a
2.
20.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, I didn't roll for it yet.
Snuto, roll. You might be a genius today.
And find out. I roll.
16.
16?
So,
Okay. So I need to roll D20.
D20 or nothing.
I rolled an 18.
Close.
Ah.
I put the puzzle away. And can I cast regeneration on myself now, or am I still just bacon?
You're still just bacon.
just bacon.
Alright, let me give a crack at this puzzle.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, we might have to have somebody actually look
16.
at you, Kazumu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
Suto
real
thinks
magician.
about the doctor. That's the first thing that comes into his brain.
I recall my owl who's standing guard. I have it send a message to the doctor explaining the situation to see if she can do anything, and then after the owl comes back to deliver the message to me, I want it to go back to its original post.
Okay. So during the short bit of time that the owl was gone from the post, some things entered the cave. And when the owl comes back to you, it tells you that the doctor indeed has some form of information on a witch that's located in the swamps that is very known and renowned for removing curses.
I look at Aaron and I say, "Hey, buddy, can we just reverse time a little bit? Get me back to my normal, beautiful form."
Yeah, I could do that.
That'd be
Except
amazing.
if too much time has
Except-
elapsed.
Oh,
Nah, I could rewind it until a certain point of my
How far-
choosing.
Yeah,
we do
I
it-
thought you have a limitation on how far you can rewind time on that guy.
Nah, theoretically, it's until I say I don't want to rewind anymore.
Yes, I know theoretically, but in game we do by turns, so it should have been how many turns you could rewind.
3
That's not-
turns ago.
okay. So yeah,
How
then
many
we're
times?
fine. Let's
Yeah.
get it to right where I'm about to touch the door.
Okay.
All right.
No more bacon. Bacon
Okay,
for
so
president.
everyone, this is where we're
Is
gonna
that
leave off, and so everyone's just in this room. This
I'm
guy's
gonna take a
bacon
long rest.
monster.
I'm gonna take a long
Everyone's,
rest on one of these beds.
Okay, everyone is resting on a bed. When you rest on a bed, you're going to learn hasten.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm
Hasten
resting on a bed too.
increases your speed for a temporary amount of time. The temporary amount of time is judged by the person's level. It's 10 minutes per level, so whatever level you're at is how many minutes you get hasten for.
Yeah,
So-
11.
Just a
Yeah.
question: how much experience did those spiders that I have currently not killed yet give each?
Oh, they give you 1 experience point.
Oh, for all of them?
Yep, because theoretically a person can use fireball or anything like that and kill
Yeah.
all of them.
Okay, so but I'm not bacon anymore.
Oh yeah,
Right.
you're bacon.
Oh, I'm still bacon.
Oh yeah, that's a
All
curse.
All right.
You're gonna have it on you at all
Okay.
times.
I want to stand outside the door and be like a sentry. Because I know we're getting close to the end of 15 minutes, and I think I have to start getting ready to.
I got to go like right now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna post sentry, and unfortunately I have to be heading out very soon because there's a couple things I gotta take care of before I head to a dinner.
No, yeah. So when we start the next session, though, the Garlic Junior dude, all of you guys are going to be in the centralized room right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to narrate before we leave the session right now. You're going to feel the earth beneath your feet start to vibrate for 15 consecutive minutes and then stop.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to end the session. So just give me a second to end the broadcast here. Thank you for everyone coming in to join us for another exciting adventure through the world of Whitefell. Our heroes did quite well taking on a little bit of a side quest through the town, and they met an unlikely friend. And let's hope that he stays that way with the next episode. Catch us next Saturday, same time, same location. And for our viewers, we are now live on Odyssey, so be sure to come by and subscribe. It's actually following on Odyssey, so follow us, hit the fire symbol, and thank you for stopping by. This has been your host, the Whitefell DM.